honestly.
22 months.
Wow.
Holy beans.
No.
She was saying so many nice things about you, Grimlost.
That's because my mind
It was all
decided
about Grimlost.
It was literally all about
be
you,
connected
Grimlost.
anymore. So, Grimlost, you missed all the really nice things that I was saying about you. I'm so sorry.
I swear it's true. Like she was like gushing about you, kind of like I do.
I was saying thank you so much for all the support. You're always so welcome here. Yeah, we don't have a PB today. That's the other thing. PB is fighting with her internet. So we're going to be autopiloting her. Hopefully not killing her. We shall see. Because y'all left off fighting a Demogorgon.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god.
Before we get started, we are sponsored by Roll20, virtual tabletop that we use for our streams. This is one of the lovely maps here with the lobster. That is also available, Roll20 Special Lobster. I don't know what pack that's part of, but I found a lobster on
pack.
here. It's pretty amazing. And we are friends of the Nerdsmith Network, a TTRPG entertainment network that has a bunch of podcasts and fun things. So go check them out.
Before we begin fully, if I may just say something.
Yes, go ahead.
As a DM, I always recommend to other DMs, hey, throw something that's hard at the players. Because sometimes I have to learn that they can't win all fights and they shouldn't fight all the fights. As a player, I will never learn that lesson.
Yes, apparently not.
More like a very.
I just realized I am like causing like a Twitch thing because I put Twitch on the wrong screen. So it's like,
oh my.
Like Twitchception.
Infinidious.
So let's move that over to the correct screen that's supposed to be on. There we go. Yeah. So y'all are fighting this Demogorgon, and last we left off, Cruz is stunned. Cruz is stunned, Alina is charmed, and Shada is confused. Mira, who isn't here today, is the only one of y'all that's okay right now.
Okay is
Relatively
when she's on her
speaking.
way.
Look, she's married. She's fine. Oh my god. I have to show something off real quick.
Do it.
Ooh.
Oh god.
So, my friend Kurt is a massive.
I'm afraid of what
buttback.
it is because you're zooming in. I don't have two penises, so.
Shout out, Kurt.
He's a massive what?
A massive butt bag. However, he texts me one day and he says, I'm printing something for you. He has a 3D printer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, what the fuck? He's like, it'll take like a week. I'm like, what?
That's a long time, but
I was like, what the fuck is this? I had 2 guesses. They were both right. Not only is it a dice tower,
Ooh.
it is a dice tower in the shape of Barad-dûr from Lord of the Rings.
That
I
is
knew
so
I had
nice.
to do Lord of the Rings. That's beautiful.
And it
That
comes
is
out
nice.
in a One Ring inscribed base.
Oh, wow.
So fucking dope.
So this is very much a roll 1 die at a time because there isn't a whole lot of room at the base, but let's be real, if I'm rolling that many dice for damage, I'm playing Pathfinder and probably using a dice roller. But yeah, this is my prized possession. I rolled on it once. It wasn't a very good roll, so I'm hoping to do something better today. But...
Are you going to paint it, or are you going to keep it as it is?
So I'm going to keep it as is because Barad-dûr is supposed to be black. However, he also printed separately the eye that I will be painting.
Ooh. Nice.
So I did want to
okay,
show that off because
Where's Bert?
I am tickled pink, even though he is a butt move cast.
Oh my god.
That is really freaking cool, and it's a nice size too. That was a pretty hefty.
It's so fun. I rolled and it was like 8, and I was like, oh.
It was just a warm-up roll. It's fine.
Also, okay, here's the thing. That was one roll that I didn't want to roll well on because I was like telling someone that I didn't remember where I got something, and I didn't want to remember. I didn't want them to know where I got it, so I rolled like shit. That way I wasn't lying because my charisma in that campaign, similar to Varen's, is -2.
Oh.
All right.
Charisma is always a good dump stat for Pathfinder.
We need some battle music because we're about to start up this fight again.
Battle music.
Cass has got drums with his scratching.
Let's see, where is my encounter? Alright, so first of all, everybody, okay, here. So Shada, you're up first, but you are confused.
D8, right?
So it's a D10. Roll me a
Oh,
D10.
shit. This is a spicy confusion. Okay, let's see how this goes.
That's an
All right, Dice Tower. First real roll. 7.
Ooh, okay.
7. Let's see. The creature uses action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within reach. If there's no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing in its turn. So, let's see. Who are you gonna hit? You are gonna hit. Where's my? I swear I had. There it is. Let's see. 1 for Cruz, 2 for Alina. That is Alina.
That's fine.
Okay.
I can take it.
How far are we from the Demogorgon? I asked because I need to know how, like, which weapon I already have on me.
That's a good question. Stop going crazy.
That is a big lobster.
You're about 100 feet.
100 feet?
Yeah, that is a big lobster. It's the same size as the Demogorgon.
Yeah, Alina, I'm sorry. I have bad news on me.
That's fine.
Sorry, ill tidings. We're calling it ill tidings.
Ill tidings. Nice.
Don't you roll it at disadvantage? Well, are you with us on the carpet?
Yeah.
I am, however, I took the feat that that allows me to not have disadvantage.
I was just talking about that
Point
because
blank.
that's what I took as a gunslinger. and
Yeah,
stuff.
sorry.
A giant rifle at point blank.
No, it's fine. Do it.
I think a 30-something hits.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
As fucking Shada, like, she's got, like, it's straddled between her legs, and she turns, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Take 13, 19 piercing.
Oh god, not 419.
Are you still raging, Alina? Do you know? Or if you were or not.
He hasn't hit anything in a minute, right?
I did hit it. It just didn't do anything. If I'm not mistaken. But I should be raging. I'll leave that call up to the game because I don't fully remember.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I take half, which is 8.
9.
9.
And what is Alina's reaction to being shot by this person?
It's just like, ow!
Oh,
Shoot
shit.
me?
Sorry, I thought you were... Oh.
Question: does this break the charm because I've been hit?
Ooh.
Let me double check that.
Ooh. Where's my dry erase marker?
It does not.
Ooh,
You
F.
are charmed until the beginning of the Demogorgon's next turn.
And nothing can break it?
It doesn't
It
say.
just says- Okay.
If no specifications, then...
Yeah, it happens. Just look at what? That's your fucking name, right? It's like,
Shada?
what's his name, Baron? Shada, and be like, how? And just look at the hole in my thigh.
Oh, hey, Ishi, you're
What?
joining again.
Yeah, I'm finally getting on the laptop, but it's still loading.
I was like, shit, sorry, I didn't... sorry, I was looking at it, and then I was aiming it. I'm sorry.
Why would you want to shoot it? It's an amazing creature. I'm showing right now, guys.
1 sec. Ishi, are you switching now?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure I get you on the right screen. Alright. You're good. Okay. That is it for Shada's turn. Are you... Let's see. No, you can't. Do you have any bonus actions or anything you want to do?
I don't think I can do anything except what I was told to do when I'm confused.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. Alright, next up is Alina.
Oh, is it just until the end of its next turn, or is it a repeat save thing?
It is...
Sorry.
Until the start of the Demogorgon's turn.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
just no specifications. I'm just charmed.
Yeah, you are just charmed.
Do I
Sorry.
just sit there? Do I want to actively
That's
like
up to
what?
you.
What is my motivation right now?
Your motivation is that you were in love with this giant monster creature.
Oh
Monster
my
fucker!
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
You got this
Yeah,
giant
but,
monster
like,
creature that is just looking
consensually.
incredibly charming. But there's also like lobster mommy that's also like trying to like get with it, and I don't know how that makes you feel. Like,
Alina's like, I'm just so confused. Like, I'm in love with you, but I'm also a lesbian. I mean, you could be a girl, but also I have a partner. But I don't understand what's going on right now. Also, I just got shot in the thigh.
Alina's just sitting there, just having a freaking crisis on the carpet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let's see, Cruz, you are stunned. And now it's the Demogorgon's turn, so all
boy.
your abilities, or not your abilities, but all your conditions now go away at the start of its turn.
Oh,
so
thank God.
I can get rid of these
What am I
little
saying? This thing is sitting.
markers. But what is Mr. Demogorgon gonna do? I straight up don't remember what the hell this Demogorgon can do, so let's get this real fast. Oh, that's right. You know what? I think that it was like munching on boats, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he was eating the boat.
It was gonna munch on some boats.
Crunch.
Yes. So it's gonna go swimming a bit closer here. Oh, they're not
Whamming.
schwamming, and it's gonna go munch and kill all these people
I'm
because
gonna punch.
that's what it does. Oh, you know what? I need to remove these. Thank you for doing the voice of the Demogorgon. I appreciate that. It will use its turn to munch on them.
This is a really aggressive game of Hungry Hippos.
It kind of is. Kind of is. Next up is Mira, who is on the boat with these guys, who most of whom are charmed, and she was helping this dude, the one dude that isn't charmed, to row the boat away from the Demogorgon towards you guys.
Yep. Let me see. How far away is she from us? Like, a few dozen feet? Not even?
She's about 20 feet, but you're also up in the air a little bit. So.
Okay. I know I gave her my my grappling gun. Is that within range to grapple back onto the carpet? Because I know she already used her wings.
20 feet. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm sorry. We should have probably hammered out that actual range before, but
All
right.
I'm just like,
Whatever.
let's just go for it.
do you want like a roll or anything for it? Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Her acrobatics is an 18.
Nice. That is enough. She goes pew and hops on the carpet next to y'all and
Excellent.
says, good luck to the good luck, you guys. I hope that you survive this, to the guys left in the boat.
So then she's like, pray.
Pray. Pray. I will say, Adriana, right now you look like a hacker. You've got the blue screen.
No, the hacker
I
has
can
green
just-
light.
I
Green
can
light.
just like draw while we're fighting.
I'm just like,
And got
total like
tactics and
stock
tentacles.
photo of a hacker. It's just so perfect.
The gamer chair is the crucial element.
You gotta hack into his tentacles.
All right, next
I'm in.
up is going to. So that was, I would say that was her action. So do you want to use any movement? Does she want to move the carpet at all?
Yeah, she'll move the carpet, whatever speed it goes. I think it's like 30 feet. So that was her action. Bonus action wise, she doesn't have too.
Are you
I guess
moving
she'll dash it.
towards the Demogorgon or away from the Demogorgon?
She will probably ask the group for input. I think the answer is towards, because we want to be able to let everyone else get a chance to hit it.
Like, I have a short bow, but I'm a melee fighter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So she'll do a dash 60 feet toward it
60. Yeah.
because of that sweet rogue bonus action dash.
Yes, indeed. So, let me get all y'all. Pew. That's what it sounds like when you use the
love it.
magic carpet. All right, we are back at the beginning of the round. Shada, you are free from your binds. What would you like to do?
Heckin' fan-fucking-tastic. I was reading over my character sheet and I missed something that I should have done last time, so I'll start doing it this time. I will spend one of my actions. Wait, sorry, give me a sec. Sorry. What is okay? Whatever. How far away from that thing are we now?
You are
Still a ways.
About 75 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
We will continue bad newsing my way around. Sorry, ill tidings-ing my way around. All right. So the thing I forgot to do was reload. So I'm gonna start doing that this turn. Sorry, I'm still learning how to gunslinger. Spend the first action to reload. So my first attack reloads. My second attack is going to fire, and misfires.
No.
Bum, bum, bum.
So we'll go ahead and, as a bonus action, attempt to repair it. Fuckity fuck. I am so sorry, guys. Okay, we're good. I believe I already used my action surge, so that is it for me. No, I still have one more attack. As I yeet my dice. Yeah, it's a 4. So that's not gonna do it.
Do you want to move the carpet at all? Because you haven't used
Yeah,
it.
I'll go ahead and just move it 30 feet.
30 feet. All right.
I am also going to offer Mara my longbow, which she can take off.
I'm going in the wrong fucking direction.
But yeah, I'm gonna offer Mara my longbow so she can have a little bit more range than a short bow,
Okay. Cool.
which she will take because Mara is also me.
All right, Alina, you're up. What would you like to do?
Like to first remind people to always look at their features and traits, because if you're half elf drow barbarian, you do have mindless rage, which you can't be charmed while you're raged. Just letting y'all know that.
Ah.
Next time.
Next time, like, this is fucking hell. That was a bunch of sounds anyway. But I'm just opening up my dice bag. I'm rolled to hit. I have 2 hits. I can put my bonus. I'm gonna hit with my longbow, so let's see. It's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. 11 points of damage. I don't get not on me.
11 points of damage.
I'm gonna try and hit it again.
Oh, thank you, Killjoy, for subscribing. A full year.
Oh, thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you and us.
What was the second hit?
It is an 18.
18 to hit? Or 18 damage?
Plus 12. So it's a 30.
Okay, yes, it is.
Okay. 1 second. No, that's not it. It's be a total of 12.
12.
And I'm gonna double check I can do it with a long distance. No, I cannot use my bonus action to make an attack in frenzy because it's only melee, so I'm not going to frenzy. Regular range.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Do you want to move the carpet any closer, or do you want to stay where you are?
I will move the carpet forward.
Okay, how close do y'all want to get? First of all, how high up in the air are you guys flying?
I think
I
they're
think we
like
would've-
right in front of it.
Oh,
Are we on top? Are we on top?
I think we want
topping
to
the
stay just
Demogorgon?
outside of its reach radius, if that makes sense.
Just outside of its
Oh,
physical
baby,
reach?
no, I gotta go in there.
Ooh.
It's up to y'all. It has a 10-foot reach, I'll say that. So it's if you want to get that close.
Oh wow. Okay.
10
And it
feet,
is
so-
a. Let's see.
The only thing I'm worried about is it batting us out of the air.
Yeah, it's a huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge creature, so it's like.
So I'll move us like right here.
So it's like maybe like where it's maybe like 15 feet high
15
out of the
feet.
water.
Yeah, okay, and I'll move us like we're 15 feet away from it. Is that okay with
Okay.
everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put you right here-ish.
Because even a little damage is better than being dead.
All right. All right. Next up is Cruz.
I want to cast confusion.
Yeah, gotta take some girl medicine, bitch.
Wisdom save. Wisdom save.
Oh, also a reminder to all of our fun subscribers that we have tributes and probably will be able to use them at some point because we are gonna die. So if you love us enough, if you love us and feel like being generous to us disaster children, please help.
That is a
Or you could let us
14.
die. Oh, that doesn't save. He's confused.
Question: does anyone recall if I used any legendary resistances last time?
No idea.
I don't think so
recall.
because we weren't close enough last time to do anything.
All right, then he will use one to automatically save on that.
Sick.
Let me mark
Sick,
that
disgusting.
down so that I can actually remember that.
Oh, hey!
Demo legendary.
IAX. Why? Why do you do this? Is that actually? No, that's not actually.
Wait, what
Are
happened?
you okay?
What?
Oh, I'm judging IAX person.
Why?
Oh.
Thank
I'm
you for
allowed to.
subscribing. We judge all our subscribers when they first subscribe, just so you're aware. Okay. All right. So, anything else that you want to do? Any bonus actions? And it just
I
sort
was.
of, the magic goes out and it just sort of bats it away like a fly. Just get that out of my face.
It's sick. It's absolutely sick.
How dare you
Um,
use
And
my
in Pride
abilities
Month, that's
against me?
homophobic.
Yeah, literally, this Demogorgon. Can we cancel this Demogorgon like right now?
I mean,
Ooh, I
I'm
like
kind
that.
of trying to.
It's called killing it.
That's how we cancel it.
We cancel its
I'll-
subscription to life.
I'll give Sheeta bardic inspiration. I'll just be like, hey, do better.
Wow, rude.
We make great first impressions. We really do.
Yeah, this is totally this person's first impression of me. Absolutely, we don't know each other at all.
In a public capacity. In your
Oh, I
celebrity capacity.
Okay, look, I thought I just been misreading your username for like 2 years at this point, so I just got very distressed.
All right, Demogorgon's turn. I kind of want to do this.
Don't do it.
Do it! Do it!
Because
I'm so scared.
Fuck
Cruz,
us up.
Oh my god. Who, me?
just because you tried to confuse it, and he's just like, "How dare you use my own abilities against me?" I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw. He's gonna
Oh,
he's gonna cast a
no!
feeble
That's
mind
not
on
his
you.
birth.
Now is
I
a
have-
great time to offer Cruz advantage or like inspiration die.
Really needs it. His intelligence is not the best.
My intelligence. I still have a -2 intelligence.
How do you have negative intelligence?
This is why
This boy's dumb.
I
you've gotten
specialize in
tribute from
charisma. and
Grimlost
strength.
advantage on a roll.
Oh, thank you, Grimlost. Thank you, Grimlost. The
Nice.
computer is
I don't know if
doing
that'll
slow,
help,
so
but-
I'm gonna use physical dice. Don't trust anything the computer tells you. I can't see it. All right, that's a 12 and a 19.
19 total.
Oh no, 19 was 19 total. Yeah, I don't have any addition.
That's a fail.
Oh, geez, never mind.
Oh my god.
Damn, I didn't have a chance there.
Nope.
Is Cruz about to get?
Wait, what's he doing to me?
Let
I
me-
think you're about to get impregnated by Demogorgon babies.
Oh
I
no!
don't think that's where we're
First of all, let me
going.
roll some psychic damage here.
I thought I was just gonna die.
Oh, I just wanted to. I guess
Does
I can
anybody
roll
else want to
crazy.
There it
stack
is.
on like an inspiration die?
You
Anybody?
take 14 points of psychic damage.
Anybody?
Well, that's not too
And
bad.
you are feeble-minded.
Oh.
I'm
So-
Oh,
No, I was gonna do that to him. That's so ugly.
It's like you're like soulmates here. You're just on the same wavelength. Your intelligence and charisma become 1. You
Oh
cannot
my
cast
God.
spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. The creature can, however, identify his friends, follow them, protect them. At
Literally
the
hurt.
end of every 30 days, the creature can repeat its saving throw against the spell. If it succeeds saving throw, its spell ends. So the spell can also be ended by greater restoration, heal, or wish.
Hey, IX person. Do you
Oh
want
my
to use your
God.
tribute to give Cruz an inspiration die?
Do I have some sort of indicator of stupidity here? We'll give you this weird look. Oh, you can't even see it. It's so small. Cruz, yes, you are.
Just like Cruz's brain.
I'm a proper Goliath now.
Oh my gosh. All right, Cruz is feebled. Demogorgon is going to swim over to the boat here in preparation for attacking those folks.
Wait.
Yep.
Is there? So Killjoy offered Cruz an inspiration die.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too late.
Too late for what? Oh, to use it for the save?
Yeah.
I'll let you do it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll high.
Wait. What number is it? Which die?
What is the inspiration die? Good question.
Killjoy is a tier 1 subscriber, so
6?
1d8.
D8. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, my
Thank you,
computer
Killjoy.
browser is frozen. Thank you, Killjoy.
Surprise is roll high.
God.
Hi.
Killjoy, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. This is a 1. You mean everything to me.
We appreciate you trying,
Your
Killjoy.
contribution
We
love you.
has
Keep
been
trying.
appreciated.
All right. Yes. You've inspiration, you are still, you've got old man brain again. Even though
Again?
you're younger than you were, you are right back to being old man brain.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. All right. Next up is Mira.
All right. Trying to think. Okay. Mara's going to roll a quick intelligence to see if she would even think to ask God this. The answer is yes. Okay. Mara would like to ask God if God thinks that the Planetar blood might help Cruz the way it helped Miss Fuckface before.
Oh shit, that's right.
Do we not have any greater restorations on us? I thought we did.
Y'all have healers, don't you know that? Like,
I'm a healer.
hey, let me check something real quick. Let me see if I have.
Like, we have potions of healing, but that ain't gonna do shit.
Oh yeah, I have a potion of greater healing.
And I think Edna mode style pull yourself together isn't gonna do it.
Pull yourself.
Oh, I have a potato clock.
Okay.
I will say no. She would probably know enough to know that it's more. Probably not for this situation.
Okay, cool. In that case, she's gonna be like, no, my. But, and shoot his longbow at it.
All right.
Let's see how this goes. That's not very good. 21 to hit.
What was that?
Okay, minion.
21 to hit. You said?
Yeah.
That does not hit. He's a
Oh.
big boy, but he's a tough boy.
Yeah. Okay. That's unfortunate. Does Maker have more than one attack? I'm so sorry, I don't remember. No, she doesn't. All right. So bonus action. She's gonna look sad.
Right.
Bonus action looks sad.
Bonus action, like, I don't suppose it's possible to hide behind like Cruz and Alina.
Wow.
I mean, technically, she could hide behind Cruz because he's big, but sure, if she wants to hide. She's
Yeah.
positioned behind them, so yeah.
See if we can get that.
Also,
sneak
you're in
attack
the
next
air,
time.
so that
Yeah.
helps too.
Oh, that's terrible. 18 stealth. Total.
That's not terrible. Terrible.
You rolled a
but-
3.
Oh, okay, that is terrible for her. Shada, you are up again.
Okay. I would like to. Mr. Kwan, no! Try and shoot him again. We're gonna go ahead and switch to the revolver. Because I can get all of my shots off with that. So we're gonna go ahead and roll some attacks.
That's what he said.
Yeah. First attack is a natural 20.
Nice.
Second attack is a 27. Third attack is very high, somewhere in the 30s.
Cool.
Okay, so
Pew pew pew.
pew pew pew. All right, let's take a look. So for the, that's a D10. For the critical hit, that was absolute shit. Wow. 10, 16, 23 damage.
23 damage.
Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm still learning.
Oh my gosh.
I have that piercer thing. Sorry, add on one more.
One more point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. All right. Oh, you know what? That's not going to work because I think I should have done that before I actually made the roll, so we're going to cancel that. But anyway, sorry. Second attack is 20 damage because I rolled really fucking well. And third attack is 13.
13. To hit
Sorry,
her damage.
guys.
That was damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for bearing with me while I, learn how to.
Thank you for
how to say
bearing
those.
with me.
Alright.
Then.
Do you want to stay where you are or do you want to move?
What? I feel like I'm being made fun of. I'll stay where we are. I'll stay
No,
where
you're
we
not.
are.
All right. Next up, Alina.
Okay, so quick question, DM. Can
Mhm.
I... So I have a movement of 40 feet. So... And the... Well, technically, it's not my movement, it's the curtains. The carpet's
The
movement.
curtains?
The curtains.
Love a curtain.
How far away are we? Okay, no, that wouldn't... Oh god, what's my jump? How do I jump?
You jump in on it.
I want to be able to like get close to it to jump on it, but also like they can take another like the rest of the 30 back, so they're not in range. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're, let's see.
What you can probably do is bring it up and forward, so stay out of range so you can drop down onto it.
Ooh, okay.
Okay,
You might take some fall damage, but if you want to stay out of range, that's an option.
but I would
Oh,
still.
Alina
The thing is
Cowboy.
that I would still have to go 15 feet. Okay, well I can go 15 feet towards and then 15 feet up, and then
Like-
drop on it.
If you communicate this, then Shada might be able to use her movement to start going up.
Well, the thing is, like, I can't. We're 15 feet away from it, so I can use 15 to get there, 15 to move up, and then just drop down.
Right.
All right, so you're moving on top
so
of it.
you guys are still 15 feet away, just on top of it.
Take my grappling gun.
Okay. I'm gonna grab it from your holster because you shot me in the thigh.
All right, I'm gonna put you guys like right here, just so you're not right up on it. All right, so you fly the carpet above it, and you are dropping down on top of it,
They're in
Yeah.
style. She'd be so proud.
and make an
Yeah.
attack as you do. You leaping. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm lipping.
Lipping.
Leaping.
Go for it.
Let's see. I'm using my sunset stuff. Ooh. Was a 20 hit?
A 20 does not hit.
Okay. Wait. Do I get to have plus? Because it's my room. What? You know what? That's fine. We're gonna go roll again.
Go for it.
Okay, that is a 22.
22. That does hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna roll physical because I keep forgetting I can reroll ones and twos, and I don't think it automatically does that when you roll from D&D Beyond. So let me. It is 1d10. That's a beat. 1d10. 10 plus 7, so 17 plus 2. That's gonna be 19 points of magical damage to it.
19 points. All right.
And then bonus action frenzy. Can I take the action of hitting as I'm frenzy, or do I have to frenzy separately? Does that make sense?
Frenzies isn't a bonus action?
It's a while raging you can choose to frenzy. You can Oh wait, I can just choose to do it and then make the attack as a bonus action.
Yeah, if you're already raising, you're just adding
Okay.
frenzy to it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add frenzy to it and make another melee attack weapon to it. 21.
That does not hit. All right. That is it for Alina's turn. You are now
Still
perched
have
up
my
on.
sword carved into a hanging from
You
it.
you are just hanging on to the back of its neck. And at the end of your turn, because I straight up forgot to do this at the end of Shada's turn, a legendary action. It's gonna use this legendary action. Let's see. I want. No, he's gonna. Now that you're close enough, he's gonna make a tail attack against Alina since you're on it.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's a
What did you
34 to
think it
hit.
was?
That's quite a tail. What's that coming out of it?
Oh boy.
Imagine it has like a little whip thingy.
I love a man with a prehensile tail.
What's the number you said?
It was 30 something. 30.
Yeah.
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 Just
Okay.
misses. Just misses.
So anyway, it's
Just
gonna
misses,
be.
actually.
That's a shit roll. 15 bludgeoning damage, have to 7 since you're raging, and then you also take some necrotic damage.
15?
Nasty tail.
So 7
Yeah.
bludgeoning and then 13 necrotic.
And I do not have.
Any
Yep.
resistances to that. So that's 20 total. Alright. Next up is Cruz. Are you still... Oh, that's right, you're feebled. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can still do physical attacks. You're just
I'm all brute force now. I guess I'm just gonna do whatever is unwisest, and I'm gonna jump in there with Alina.
Oh my gosh.
God.
All
Oh my
right.
God.
All right, Cruz, you're hopping on this shoulder here.
I told y'all to join the We've Died Club. That's not what I meant.
I have limited options now. And I'm gonna try and attack with my my long sword. It's a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Yeah. All right, and that's 10 slashing damage.
10 slashing damage.
And I have no bonus actions because they were all bard actions.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's going to use legendary action to attack you with its tail. 28 to hit.
It does have 2.
Okay, one for each of us. Oh my god, twins.
I mean, that's two
That is
heads.
18 bludgeoning damage plus 7 necrotic damage.
Okay. Ooh.
Next up is the Demogorgon's turn. What am I gonna do to y'all?
You're gonna tuck us into bed so sweetly and leave us.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so this is weird. It's like it says So in its literary actions, it says it's tail, but in its actions, it says it's tentacle. So like, which is a tail? Is a tentacle? Is it tentacle or a tail? Does it have both? Because I can't tell from this picture if it has both or not. But it's gonna smack y'all, the two of you again with its tentacles. One for each of you.
Sexy.
So Alina, it's gonna smack you. 32 to hit.
I didn't consent to this, but that's fine.
It's going to be. Oh no, it is different because it's different rolls. So it's gonna be 29 bludgeoning damage halved to
14.
Thank you.
Got you.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Alina.
Exactly, Joy, exactly. A tail is just a butt tentacle.
Constitution?
Yeah.
22.
22. That's a fail. Your hit point maximum is also reduced by 14.
Ooh.
Cruz. Another tentacle attack against you. That's a nat 1, so no. You managed to avoid it instinctually.
Wow.
And that is, let's see. It's gonna stay where it
Maybe
is.
dumb, but you're dexterous.
It's gonna stay where it is. Next up is Mira's turn.
All right, Mira's gonna take another pot shot with a longbow.
Go for it.
That'll hit. That's somewhere in the mid to high 20s. So, good lord, fuckity fuck penis. Okay. That was minimum damage. It takes 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing.
But sneak attack because it is within range of 2 other allies.
Snurk.
Sorry, I forgot about that. Oh, I haven't rolled sneak attack since I was a level 1 rogue.
So 1 die.
Yeah, but it was a crit and I killed a boss. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
And oh my god, this is absolute shit. 20 plus 21 more.
21. All right. Nice.
I forgot how much fun it is to use sneak attack.
Next up is she gonna stay where she is on the carpet?
She'll move back one to be next to Shada.
With her new buddy, her new best friend.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
That's so cool.
Shada, it's your turn.
All right. Shada is gonna go ahead and spend a grit point to use
No.
dazing shot.
Okay.
So we're gonna see if she can hit it.
Go for it.
Oh.
No.
I believe a 24 hits. Yes.
You keep breaking out. 24 you said, right? Oh no.
Oh no.
Jen, your connection's like weird. Okay, 24 to hit does hit.
Steve Jobs is breaking down that connection himself.
How about now? Are we good? Are we good? Are
You're
we
good
better at
now.
all?
You're good now.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, 24. Okay.
Great.
I would like it to make a con save. I know it has a high con. Whatever. We'll see.
Save.
And I'll roll my other 2 attacks in the meantime.
That is a 23.
Oh, fuck him. Second attack hits. Third attack, we're gonna spend another grit point. 23 hits, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Another con save, please.
Another con save. 29.
I hate him. Well, it still takes damage. So it still takes a bunch of damage. Please hold. I'm just gonna roll it all at once
taking
because
damage.
life is easier like that. How am I rolling this shit today? 10, 14, 17, 18, plus 21. Total of 39 damage across all 3 hits.
39?
Yep.
Nice.
And then we'll bonus action reload.
Alright. Next up is Alina.
Okay, rinse
Alina.
and repeat, baby. We're gonna keep hitting this thing.
Yeah. Whack-a-mole. Like a
Whack
really
a-
big mole.
Whack a bitch.
Whack. Oh my god.
That's so funny. That's a natural one, so that's not gonna hit.
Mm.
It's also not gonna hit. That's all. I rolled a 1, a 5, and a 5.
A
So at
1,
what
a
point do we
5, and a
retreat?
4.
I feel ya.
Oh god, I should have used reckless attack. Ugh.
I feel ya.
That's it.
All right. Next up is Cruz.
Go back to drawing. We're all I'm good at.
Actually, no, I forgot. Legendary action. Legendary action is going to be
Oh,
another
boy.
tail attack against you. Alina, 23 to hit.
Oh my god, yes.
That's 14, reduced to 7 bludgeoning damage, plus
Uh-huh.
roll 12 necrotic damage.
So it was 12 necrotic and how much bludgeoning, sorry?
7.
Thank you.
7. Thank you.
Alright, Cruz, you're up.
All right. Once again, I will hit him with my trusty longsword. No, I won't. That's a 14.
Not so trusty.
I'm just gonna look bold and beautiful as I cling to the shoulder.
Do you
That's
only,
all I'm
oh,
gonna
do you
do.
only have one attack?
Yep.
Bard,
I'm a
man.
bard.
Bard.
That's right. Shit. Alright, it's gonna do another legendary action, smack you with the thing, and 21 to hit.
Yeah.
With its tail again. 15 bludgeoning damage plus 13 necrotic damage.
So many.
I am gonna use Stone's Endurance to reduce that damage by 1d12 plus 3.
Okay,
So that was 15 plus 13.
15 plus 13.
Alright.
Alright.
27?
Next up
28.
is the Demogorgon. Mr. Demogorgon is going to sink into the water. He's gonna submerge.
God.
I need
no.
Alina and Cruz make dexterity saving throws for me.
Oh, that's a good roll. Dexterity, I think do I have advantage on those?
Against effects you can see, but I don't know if that's is that an effect? I guess it is. The
Dexterity
effect of water
save?
trying to drown you.
Yeah.
22?
I mean,
22, okay.
Dex? Wait. I do have advantage. Okay. 18.
That's enough.
Oh my god.
That's exactly the point that I was doing. So yeah, you both managed to hope to maintain your grip on the Demogorgon as it submerges, and it's going to move. Let's see if I can actually get this to work right. It's gonna move a little ways away. Submerges and oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Um,
where are we going?
What the heck did Mira, she cast something on the Demogorgon at the end of the last fight. What did she cast? I straight up forgot it.
It might have been slow.
How long does
Yeah,
that
there's
last?
an icon on there.
Gets a minute.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think it gets a save at the end of each turn. Let me double check.
What does that say?
No. Slow. It gets a save at the end of each turn. So if you want, you can make a couple saves for it.
And there is what kind of save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Wisdom. First roll's a 27, so yeah, I would have saved. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
So it wouldn't have mattered.
All right, so it moves, submerges, moves away, and then it is going to cast Fear. How far? What's the range of that?
0 feet
So that
and
is-
1 inch.
Need. Let's see how far it is from y'all.
I can't be frightened, so I am fine.
You know what? No, never mind. Actually, that's not a good idea.
Munch the crunch, munch the boat.
I know, but he's got
I'm
people
gonna
on him.
crunch.
Why is he gonna launch the boat when he's got people on him?
Munch the people. No, don't munch people.
He might launch the people.
Please don't watch the people.
Yeah, he's gonna try and launch the people.
Uh-oh.
Typical attack. First one, Lena. 33 to hit.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah! Jesus fuck, Swanee.
It's good. You're the one who freaking wanted to fight this thing. 26 bludgeoning damage, halved to 13, and then make a con save.
Oh my god. 26.
26. That does save, so your hit point maximum does not go down, but you still take the
Thank
damage.
God.
Attack against Cruz. 36 to hit.
Yeah.
27 bludgeoning damage. Make a con
Oof.
save.
Oof. I have so much less HP than Alina. 17?
Get for being
That-
a bard.
That does not save, so your hit point maximum is reduced by 27.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, the Ultros emote is the best. I love it. That's so cute. Alright, that's it for its turn. Next up is Mira.
All right. Let's see if Mira has anything support-wise that we can do about this. The answer is not really. What we can do
Hey, come here.
is.
Let me take off the bra. Come here.
You need to what?
Take off.
I'm sorry. I'm talking to my dog. We call their
That
harnesses
doesn't
bras.
clarify it.
We call their harnesses bras because they look kind of like bras.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You know, they're structured.
Obvious.
Support.
Okay. We're just gonna attempt. Can it please give me a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
21.
Oh, sorry. Intelligence. My bad. I'm sorry.
Intelligence. Move dice. Dice, go away. Intelligence. That is a 9, but it will use a second legendary resistance to save.
Okay.
That is 2 resistances down.
All right. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh wait. Sorry. It does. Something does happen. My bad. It takes a little bit of damage from Tasha's Mind Whip.
Eve.
Tasha's Mind Whip. Okay, how much damage?
5. 5 psychic.
Points of psychic damage. Alright. And anything else? Any bonus actions?
We will use move and bonus to get as close as we can to the other two without getting in range of its hentai tool.
Okay. Without getting in.
Or is a word.
Word's the word?
see. Do you want to go up or do you want to be like level with it and just further away? Jen, no, you're freezing. No.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Why?
The face.
No face. All right, well, we'll figure
What?
that out later.
One more time. Yeah.
I can hear you. There you go. You're kind of there.
Oh, there you are.
Do you
Okay.
want to be further away but level with it, or do you want it to be closer and above?
I think I think closer but above.
Closer but above. Okay. All right. So we will just assume that you guys are chilling out above it. Okay, just out of range. So you would probably have to.
I don't
be-
know what's happening.
You'll be like 20 feet above to be out of range because it does have some range with its tail. All right.
Yeah.
Next up is Shada.
Yeah.
Shada.
Oh, that's me. Hello. Sorry. We're gonna go ahead and take 3 pot shots at this friends,
Pop, pop, pop.
and we'll see how this goes. That's a natural 20, a
Nice.
30 and a 29.
Nice.
So I get a grit point back. Sexy. And let's roll some damage. For the critical hit, we are looking at some fucking wild damage. I rolled 2 8s and 2 7s, Jesus. 16, 23, 30, 37 for the crit.
Damn.
Right?
Wow.
Damn, girl.
And then for the other 2 shots, a total of 10, 15, 29.
29. All right.
Holy shit, that was fun.
Nice. All right. Next up is Alina.
Let's hope I can actually hit this time.
We believe in you, Alina.
Natural 20, bitch.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh god. Thank the
The power of
fuck God.
friendship.
The power of friendship. Let me double check because I may have. That's great weapons master. Do I have that yet? I don't think so. Or it's. Okay, doesn't matter. So that is gonna be 2d10. How long does that one? Okay, so that's 6 plus 4, that's 10 plus 7. That's gonna be 17 plus 2, that's 18. And then I'm gonna roll again. I'm gonna use. Actually, I don't have to. That is a 31 to hit.
Okay.
That's gonna be 14 plus 2, that's 16.
16 damage.
And then I'm gonna hit it again. Don't kill me now. This doesn't go. Oh. Nice. I rolled a natural 20 and 2 19s, my dude.
Nice.
Nice.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away. Okay, another 16 points of damage.
Another 16. All right.
Oh shit! Hi.
Who said? Oh, hey.
Oh,
Oh, girl,
Hey,
these
hi.
worlds. Hey.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Thank
Love
you for the
you.
raid. We're fighting a Demogorgon, and they're doing okay. Like you're
Fighting
hanging
is a
out.
strong word.
I mean,
Okay, it's a very strong word.
y'all aren't
We're
dead
hanging
yet,
in there.
So y'all aren't
I mean,
dead
look,
yet.
I think overall, across all of our hit points, like pooled up, we're still doing better than it is.
That is true. That is
Like on my own, I have almost.
Collectively.
On my own, I am short of Alina's by like 9, so like we're fine.
Collectively,
It'll all
we're
work out.
doing not bad.
true. At the end of your turn, Alina is going to use legendary action, smack you again with the tail.
Stop smacking me!
Stop
I
hitting
consent
it.
to this.
36 to hit.
Yeah. Fucking hits.
That's 18 reduced to 9 bludgeoning damage plus
Ow.
11 points of necrotic damage. Next up is Cruz.
I will attack with my sword once again.
Go for it.
So no, I won't, because it's a 14 again.
Oh
Thank you for
no.
following.
Thank you for following.
Cute, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I can't believe our disaster squad is entertaining.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, Cruz is feeble-minded, so
Yeah.
in case anyone was wondering.
So I can't
Oh,
use
like,
any
it's-
of my
it's-
names.
went
It's
big
barely a
like
downgrade, but it is still a downgrade.
It's not
love
that
you.
much of a difference, but it is a downgrade.
I love you.
Don't
Ishi.
believe her. I had so many. I was.
You were charming, maybe not very smart, but
I
charming.
mean, you know, it's the looks that count.
At the
Yes.
end of your turn, it's gonna hit you with its tail. 27 to hit.
Yes.
Why do you even ask?
15 points bludgeoning
Yeah.
damage plus 14 points of necrotic damage.
You know, Cruz may be the next one to die. I'm putting that out there.
You have the
how about
grappling
that?
hook taken from Alina. Oh my god.
Oh, you did you see?
I did. I did.
We bought
Okay.
potions, I think.
I don't think I can use them.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he would have the intelligence to think to go and drink a potion to heal himself.
I'm just a big baby.
Someone's gonna have to feed it to him.
Maybe.
Next up is going to be Mr. Demogorgon.
Hi.
Mr.
Don't give him a
Demogorgon.
cute name.
Mr.
No, don't slap
Demogorgon.
me. No, don't
Mr.
slap me with your tail.
Demogorgon.
You're so
Is that you,
sexy.
Mr. Demogorgon?
Oh no.
Demogorgon.
Don't slap me
so
with your
fun.
butt tentacle. It's so sexy.
Happy
bet
birthday,
everyone
Mr.
regrets-
Demogorgon.
I bet everyone regrets rating us.
They're just like, nope, never mind. Watch as our viewer numbers just plummet.
Yep.
Let's see.
Monsieur Demogorgon.
Sheeta, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, wisdom saving throw. I don't like that.
Monsieur Demogorgon.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Oh no.
I assume a 16 fails.
That is a fail. All right.
Wait, I have inspiration from Cruz. Hang
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an 8. 24.
24. Oof, that barely made it. Okay.
Yeah.
You are okay.
Cruz, your final act was something good.
You.
I'm not done.
You managed to resist its beguiling gaze.
Oh.
But the Demogorgon is then going to use. It's going to submerge again. It's going to dive back into the water, and it's going to it's going to move away from y'all because y'all have done a good amount of damage on it. By the way,
Well, it deserved it.
is Mira's lobster still back up? Still up?
Oh, yeah,
How
I
long does
assume
my
so.
our major illusion last?
Major illusion, major image lasts up to 10 minutes.
Okay, so
She has
wow.
not yet
It's
had
still
a
hanging
reason
there.
to break concentration, so.
All right.
Big boy.
All right, it's going to move. It's going to dive. No, it's diving straight down,
Oh god.
50 feet. So it is up to you. I will leave it up to Cruz and Alina. Do you want to continue hanging on to it? You will need to make con saves if you dive down that deep.
I would like to not go down that deep.
That's the first time in his life Chris has ever said that.
Yeah,
If I could high five you right now.
coming from someone who recently got scuba certified, going down 50 feet and around will implode your eardrums.
Oh my god.
I will let go. Better alive than dead.
All right. So Cruz and Alina, you both release the Demogorgon and are treading water currently as it dives down 50 feet. I'm gonna put like an aura around it to
Ooh.
indicate that it is
A deep aura.
a deep aura.
aura.
An aura of depth.
Oh, it's so small. Let's make it bigger than that.
That's what he said?
Why are
Not
y'all like
wrong.
this?
Okay, Mr.
alright.
808. What do you mean, nerd? We're all playing D&D and you're watching it.
I know. Which is nerdier, playing it or watching it? I don't know. That is it for
Yes.
Demogorgon's turn. It's diving deep into the water. Mira is up.
All right, Mira. Let's take a look at where we are at. I think. So it's down 50 feet, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And because we are above the water, it's outside of a 60-foot range. So, Mira is going to. Hang on, can major image move? It can, yes. Okay. The lobster is going to. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to see if you have to be able to see where it scoots to. It doesn't say any other spot you can see. So Mira is going to move the lobster to as if it was gonna vanish and intercept the Demogorgon on the way down. So it'll appear approximately where she thinks. We'll say she'll move it down 80 feet down just to be safe.
Okay.
And see if she can make it appear directly under it, snapping its claws.
Snapping its claws.
It's going, "Garr!
Garr!"
I'm Lobster Mommy."
Lobster Mommy. Okay. Here, we'll give Lobster Mommy a slightly different color aura. There's Lobster Mommy. Why is Lobster Mommy so much bigger? Hang on. Let's make a Lobster Mommy.
And
the same size.
let's see. cause the illusion to make different sounds. Okay, so she will also make it like do lobster growling. I don't know how.
Lobster mommy noises.
Intimidating lobsters.
Do we have any lobster experts in the chat? Do lobsters growl?
Probably
I
not.
feel like they hiss or something.
No, I want to come on your sailing journey, 808. Yeah, it'll just menacingly snap its claws, like Mr. Krabs. Just.
All right. Oh my gosh. I straight up forgot about these damn boats. I'm gonna assume that during their turns they were trying to flee, so I'm just gonna move them out of the freaking way. They're going. They've been trying to run.
Yeah, and like it'll appear to be like swimming up at it.
Like
snap, 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 snap.
Okay. This is so ridiculous. I love it. Shada's turn.
Okay. Lobsters be like lobster noises. Yes, exactly. Okay, I don't know how bullets interact with water. I assume I cannot shoot down 50 feet because I suspect water resistance will kill that momentum.
Yep.
So, I'm just gonna go ahead and,
Oh.
No, I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm not gonna do it. Yes, I can breathe underwater. No, I'm not gonna try. No, thank you. I don't want to die today.
You're gonna be
Again.
fighting it alone underwater
Yeah, no,
with wet gunpowder.
Yeah, I will not be
Oh my
doing that.
God.
That just seems like a bad idea. So what I'm going to do instead is pilot the carpet up to where Alina and Cruz are, and just reach down to try and help Cruz up onto the carpet. And I believe, yeah.
All right.
Thank
You
you.
go pick up your friends. Alina.
It is 50 feet under the water.
Yes.
There's not much I can do. I will ask the next person to just like pinch me so I can keep my rage.
Just sock you.
Push me!
Are you hopping on the?
Yeah, I'll
the-
hop on the.
Up on the carpet.
Yeah.
Who's punching? The Cruz is next.
Punch, 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 punch.
Punch me.
Do I need to roll damage, or can I just non-lethally punch? Or
You still have to
gently
roll
punch?
damage, or like it would still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll let you punch me so you don't have to roll for it.
yeah, but
Oh,
you still have
okay.
to roll damage.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, well, it's just 4.
Okay, so 2.
Shader
I
looks
like
very
that.
Bouncing
confused.
back.
All
Why
right,
are you asking Mr. Kwan to punch you?
because he's next. All right. So, do you want to move anywhere, Cruz?
Does anybody want me to want to move somewhere?
No,
Move
actually,
up.
you know what? I will say no. Cruz can't move the carpet.
Ah.
That makes
He's
sense.
too dumb. But Alina, you didn't really use much movement other than to get on the carpet. So, do you want to move?
Do we want to move it anywhere?
We can move it up so that when it inevitably comes back,
Yeah.
it will not.
I'll move
smash
it
us.
40 feet up.
Oh yeah.
Or the 30 feet up because it's not my movement. I keep
All
forgetting.
right. You guys go a little
What's
bit
our
higher.
goal here? What are we trying to do?
I don't know.
You would not ask that, Cruz.
I mean, we'll
That's
see
it.
if Mira's lobster mommy will scare it back up.
All right.
Yes.
Next up is going to be Mr. Demogorgon, Monsieur Demogorgon, who is Sing Lobster Mommy, and it's pretty. You guys did a good number on it. It's you took a lot out of it. It is going to start to flee with its full movement and dash, and it will get over there.
Still underwater, correct?
Still underwater. Yes.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, it's not my turn yet. I'm gonna suggest us trying to go back and talk to the priestess that helped us originally and try and get Cruz back somehow.
Next up is Mira.
Mira will look out at the Demogorgon, the fleeing Demogorgon, and look down at Lobster Mommy and say, I don't think we should follow it. That really hurt. You guys, I didn't take any damage.
Oh, really? It hurt Mira?
And her watching y'all
Yes.
take all that damage.
I love that Mira was like the first one that was up on it and still didn't take any damage.
We came in to get her.
Okay, to be fair, she took 9 damage from something. I don't know what, because that was before I was piloting her.
Okay.
But
But
she's
no
like,
damage this time.
so she kind of like turns the carpet to go back toward land, assuming everybody else agrees, to which Shada
Yeah.
at least agrees.
All right, you guys are heading towards the land. In that case, we'll go ahead and leave initiative because Demogorgon's gonna keep on keeping on because y'all took it down. Like it had over 600, had like 600 HP, and y'all took
Damn.
a good chunk out of that. So it's not happy.
Oh, and Lobster Mommy just snip stays until it dissipates.
All right. Then that is that. Y'all return to back to Superdop. You go.
Don't we go?
Sloop it up.
Superdop. Back to Superdop you go. You see as you approach the shore that a lot of people are all, of course, gathered at the shore
They're gonna be angry at
on
us.
the docks. You know, they're not necessarily angry. They're not necessarily angry. They're just more in shock because they weren't expecting that. Like there were a few people who were worshippers of the Deep Father, but even those seem pretty stunned at the turn of events because that's not what they were expecting.
Mm-hmm. Can I?
As we
Can I
approach,
guess what it is?
Shada, dramatic ass that she is, just takes like a deep bow. Ladies and gentlemen, your shitty father, your shitty daddy.
There's no applause. just silence. But you do see the actually no, okay, so you do see like the crowds are just kind of murmuring amongst themselves, and then all of a sudden you kind of hear some shouting and yelling and a little bit of commotion coming a little bit further down the docks.
Alina's just like, that's what you were worshipping?
We fly that way, and in the meantime, Shada kind of like reaches down and makes Cruz clap for her.
You fly towards the commotion, and you see the Deep Father priest being pelted with fruit, rotten vegetables, and just people are very, very upset with this priest for summoning the Deep Father. And yeah, he's currently being attacked by a mob right now.
Shada throws a tomato with a 21 to hit.
Where did you get a tomato?
Just grabbed it off of someone.
All right, yeah.
From
You
the
just save
flea
that in
market.
case you throw a tomato and it hits him smack in the face. And a few of the Sea Mother's guards come and arrest that priest before he gets killed by this mob. But you do also spot the priestess who was very kind to you and got you the keystone, and she's there kind of trying to calm people down and getting her people in to go and arrest that guy.
Priestess, hi. I'm so sorry. I have. We need your help.
She waves you down and she's just like, yes, let us meet back at the shrine.
Okay.
At the Sea Mother shrine, not that other place.
Yeah, no, of course we don't go there.
Yeah.
The blood shrine with the sacrifices?
No.
Yeah, we don't go there.
That's
No,
bad-
Sea Mother
that's-
shrine.
That's the bad shrine, which is currently also in the process of being vandalized by a angry mob.
That's let them take it out on the shrine. I'm not gonna try to stop them.
Yeah. In the meantime, Shada's like patting the bag of the bag of Varen holding and being like, man, I bet she wouldn't be stupid enough to join a cult like that.
The bag of Varen holding.
The bag of...
Alina's just gonna look at you.
Oh my god.
Wait, was she Deep Daddy?
No, she wasn't Deep Daddy.
Was she Deep
but-
Daddy?
Different cult.
No.
Different cult. But also a lot of pain and blood in that cult.
Just kind of like
Yeah.
slips away from the bag of Varen holding.
Incredible violence in that bag.
Hands it gently to Corinthius Plan.
Every time you say it.
All right. Yeah, you meet the priestess back at the Sea Mother Shrine, which she invites you in and asks you, what is it can I do for you? Are you hurt? Are you okay? That was very brave of you to take that creature on.
Alina with like
It was like, no, we're okay.
with like 100 points less. I loved her. Well, I'm a little hurt, bloody with like lashes of the tail on her, but
This one's a lot hurt, and
This,
there's
like-
something wrong with his mind.
yeah,
He's stupid. I mean, stupider.
Stupid-er.
Sorry, Corinthia.
She will take a look at Cruz. Let me see what the heck she had. I don't remember what I gave her. Let me see. Please load.
I can't remember how the GameCube loading goes.
Or...
Oh.
That was close.
God, I wanted a GameCube so bad. I
I wanted
never
a Game
got
Sphere.
one.
Oh, good. She's at the correct level. She will say, yes, it looks like he's had his intelligence just drained.
No. That was already the case. What about the rest of it?
you don't know him like that, Shada. That was already the case. I mean, it's worse now.
Shada really just like scalping me for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, she takes a moment. She says, yes, I can restore what has been done here.
Greatly?
Greatly, yes.
Greatly restore it.
You are lucky she's of the correct level, so she will cast Greater Restoration to restore Cruz's intelligence. So, Cruz, you're not sure what the hell just happened. Like, 1 second you were fighting this thing, and then it's just like blank, like you blacked out, and now you're back, and you're just like, what the hell?
Cruz, what the fuck? You went and jumped in after it like I did. You're not.
I mean, you jumped in, I saw you jump in, and my mind said jump in, so I jumped in.
Hey, this lady doesn't have resurrection, does she?
She's not that high, no.
You wouldn't happen to have like healing potions that we could use. He's doing worse than I am, though.
Good question. Oh, she has 2 slots. She can do mass cure wounds on you.
Ooh, nice.
I just realized that she doesn't have 1 5th level slot, but she has 2. So let's see, this is 3d8 plus spellcasting modifier, which is plus 6. 3d8. 3d8. Where are my d8s at? There we go.
Anybody see any fluffy ears?
Oh, baby!
Oh.
I love how she just sticks her entire face under your armpit.
Yeah,
You,
she's a really big baby.
You get 13 hit points back from mass cure wounds.
Sorry. Thank you.
Oh, wait. It was 30 hit points?
13.
13.
Yeah.
Oh, hoggy her under your arm.
Aw. Puppy.
Meh, get down.
No. Pay attention to me. All right. Did you ask her about resurrection?
Shada wouldn't think to.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But because Fairy was brought up,
The bag of
Thanks.
everything.
yeah, you wouldn't happen to know how to resurrect a dead person, would you?
She's like, she thinks about it. She's like, I don't know, but I think it will largely depend on how long they've been dead. I mean, if they've been dead a
few
short amount of
days?
time, they might be easier to find someone. But how many?
A few days?
Oh, it's been
Maybe-
longer than just a few days.
A few weeks?
Like a few
It's
weeks?
been like a good couple weeks.
Oh. But she's
Um,
been in a bag of holding.
That's airtight. That's airtight.
Airtight.
I mean, resurrection.
But she
I think,
is covered
goes up-
in fungus.
I think resurrection goes up to a year, so if that's the relevant time period, then we're fine
Resurrection.
there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
She thinks for a moment, and she says, I am not powerful enough to do that. However, I have heard rumor of a hag
Ooh.
that might be capable of bringing things back to life that have been dead for quite some time.
Does it matter if she's covered in shrooms? Because I think they said she was covered in shrooms.
I feel like that's just a bonus, really, to her.
It just adds flavor.
Yeah.
Whoa!
It does not. I don't think it matters. Yeah, it doesn't specifically say. You just need to have a body. So
You wouldn't happen to know what kind of payment this hag usually takes?
Yeah, for real. Does she need like hearts or something?
Look, Varen will fuck the hag if Varen's gotta fuck the hag.
I don't think that's the payment. Oh, for your head.
You can't make
before or
that call.
after.
No.
Sorry.
That took
I'm
a second
sorry.
to register.
I mean, if she's a necromancer.
Oh goddamn. Okay, we're
Oh,
going
no.
into really dark territory. Anyway, the priestess says, "I'm not sure. I've never met this hag myself. This is merely a rumor that I've heard. I know that she resides somewhere outside of Valkenvelv."
Falcon, though.
Does this legend ring a bell for me?
Make a history check.
I almost forgot that I know this place.
You're a drow.
Let's see, what is the edgiest die that I have?
She's not a drow. She's a
Ooh, this one.
tiefling, but she also
Oh.
hangs out here.
Oh, that's not bad. 25?
The 25, not bad. You have heard of a hag hereabouts. You tend to avoid Valkenvelv because the drow there are slavers and they're not nice. And
Oh, is that where that girl said she was from?
yes, that
Think
is.
so, yeah.
Boo.
And y'all hated her. So
Just killed her.
She was a bitch!
yes, she was.
Like we literally saved.
She was racist towards me and my friends, okay?
Yes. And y'all saved her. And then tried to knock her out again. You
Well,
know,
she tried to kill
yeah,
her
you
again.
have, but you've been around thereabouts. And so you have heard rumor that there is a hag around there. Generally, most people, including the drow there, tend to avoid her.
Okay, then I'll say, is it that lady by Valkenfeld? The one that, oh my god, even the locals are scared of her.
The priestess nods and just says, yes, hags can be quite dangerous if you're not careful.
Night hag or just hag?
I would say, I think, not night hag. What's the other one?
Okay.
What's the other one? I had it written down.
They had
Hey hag!
Hang on, let me.
champion of the
that's
sun.
There's a sea hag.
I think it's a dusk hag, is what I.
Or-
Ooh.
There's many types of hags.
There's a
let me
lot
tell
of
you.
dusk hag. Yes,
Okay,
you
okay.
know her name is Deroda.
Somebody should run a hag only game.
I have a hag ready. I've been sketching her because I'm playing a hag tomorrow night.
Ooh.
Very
Nice.
spicy. Deroda, you said.
Deroda, the hag.
Deroda.
The dusk hag.
We could
Ooh,
probably
okay.
find her in how long is it to get there? How long is the journey from here to Vilkenfeld?
1 minute.
Volkswagen.
1 minute by Volkswagen. Is that what you're calling? Is that the name of the flying carpet now? It's called
Oh
Volkswagen.
my
Yeah,
god.
sure.
The V-dubs.
Let's see. You are in Stipdop. It would take about 8 days on foot. Not much faster on the flying carpet because you still have to go through tunnels and stuff. But you are also aware that in order to get there, you have to pass through the Silken Paths, which is
Ooh.
basically a massive cavern covered in spider webs and giant spiders and shit.
Ooh.
And
Mirkwood!
Mirkwood.
yeah, it will not be fast going even on the flying carpet because there's webs everywhere.
So we can do this. We could do this to get your friend back, but it would be an exercise in weed whacking and cobweb slashing.
And all the spiders. Oh,
And all the spiders.
The spider.
Like, we will be walking directly into the very, very old movie book, The Halfling.
Okay.
the halfling.
Is this a Lord of the Rings joke?
Yes, it's a
Hobbit, yeah.
hobbit.
Hobbit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which is funny because the hobbits are also called halflings.
Yes. but they couldn't use
Oh.
Hobbit in D&D because it's licensed or
Yeah.
copyrighted. So they call it the halflings. Yeah.
Okay.
I do have a job that has a bounty collection near there, so I could escort you guys.
I mean, that would be helpful because, I mean, we just fought whatever the fuck that was. I don't think we actually know it's Demogorgon. So I think we can take on a few spiders, hopefully.
Yeah, I can fireball those guys.
Yeah,
Don't do that
and I could probably on the way there probably fashion some sort of projectile to try and clear out the spider webs before us.
A
Okay.
flamethrower? Is that what you're gonna make? A flamethrower?
Yes, but also kind of like chain shot, but like really wide chain shot, so it'll basically like tear a path through the cobwebs that we can fly through. If that makes sense.
Oh, like a chain shot bazooka.
Yes.
Nice.
Like
Alright.
chain shot, but like spinning like razor sharp, like a Beyblade. I'm making a Beyblade.
You're
Making a Beyblade, okay.
I think you should be in charge of the guns for the next Call of Duty game. That's just me, though.
That'd be amazing.
I'm so sorry I hate FPSs.
With that, I think we're gonna go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and we shall be back to see what happens next. See you guys soon. We are back. Thank y'all for hanging out. All right, so, anything else that you want to take care of in Sloopodop? Do you want to take a long rest here? Yes.
I want to read our Zoom names.
Oh, yes. Okay, your Zoom names are Butt Tentacle, Lobster Mommy, and was Steve Jobs a gamer?
Look, all I'm saying is Apple Arcade came out in Tim Cook's time, so.
Well, there you go.
There you have it.
There's your answer.
We should take a long rest though, probably before.
Yeah.
Or we can long rest on the carpet, right?
It's up to
I
you.
am 100 hit points down.
Yeah, let's long rest.
let's-
The
in a-
priestess
in
will
a-
offer you safe haven within the temple if you wish to rest there.
Good
Oh,
shit.
Queen, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
We can sit out in the
Of
morning.
course. And she expresses a lot of gratitude. Like she's very grateful for you, chasing off the Deep Father. Although she is concerned about it potentially coming back, but at least now the people are aware of what it is, and they can actually try and prepare to defend. Why is my camera
Against
all
it.
weird? To defend.
And they
Sloopodop from it.
can not
It was just
sacrifice
like,
to
"Oh, the
it.
lobster statue in the ocean.
If you don't sacrifice to it, it might help.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe take away the power by taking away the believers.
Mhm.
Well, it ate most of the levers, so
That's
Yeah.
true.
Natural selection at work.
that helps. All right. You take a long rest to get everything restored. All your temporary hit points do come back after a long, or your reduced hit points do return.
Okay.
Anything else?
Sorely needed.
Anything else you want to take care of in town before you all head out?
I imagine we would want to ask if the hag would need anything special for the ritual, as I assume one of the 4 and a mushroom of us would know that usually spells of the magnitude costs have a material cost and shit.
We have to bring her the heart of Snow White.
I'll do it.
I mean, hearts don't. You could always go back. She would say that most rituals that bring back the dead usually require the use of very rare gemstones that can be quite expensive, but it's entirely possible that the hag might already have access to those. But the hard thing is going to be whether or not the hag actually wants to help you.
Okay.
So
We
She
can
might be able to bribe her.
convince her.
So we bring our best behavior is
Bring
the
your
answer.
best behavior.
Gross.
Or our worst.
Or
Gross!
I mean, all yours. Who knows? Crew sleeps with the hag on the
No.
next episode.
Varen
That's not what I
would,
meant.
Varen would not
Episode where
ask you to
Alina
do
sleeps
that.
with the hag. Alina's the slut in this episode.
Oh, it
Actually,
wasn't
Varen
for
would ask you
Baron.
that.
It was just Cruz. Just slept with the hag.
We're all sleeping with the hag.
Cruz is just like, oh yeah. Also, can you help our friend?
Like, by the way, this was a kind of an aside.
I just got a text from random number. Hi, Dr. Kevin. I've been sore lately. Have no appetite for anything. Am I sick? Do you have any good advice? I've been getting the weirdest random texts.
I diagnose you with dead.
I'm not. I'm just gonna delete it but
See, I got penis enlargement text message earlier today, so I think there's something happening.
Wait, forward it to me.
too late. I'm sorry. I already deleted.
What? No, not that. The penis enlargement.
Oh,
one.
okay. I'm just like, why do you want this? All right. Anything else you want to do in town?
I would like to gather combustible material and things for a flamethrower. And sorry, Beyblade. I would like to gather I would like to gather like sharp, thin but strong blades and various.
I would say, given
Thanks.
that you have helped save the town, the Sea Mother Priestess will let you into the treasury that has all like the random shit that people have offered. You can find some like random bladed things there.
Cool.
To fashion a makeshift Beyblade.
Yeah, I figure what I'll do is I'll kind of like hook it onto like a massive like not a barrel but like almost a massive crossbow, so that I can do it kind of like a harpoon gun in which like it goes out and can retract, so we can kind of cut our way through. Yeah.
It just sounds terrifying, honestly.
Oh yeah, it'll make a fantastic weapon one day.
It sounds terrifying. All right. Anybody else?
I'm good.
All right, the next morning, you all head out from Sloopadop, heading in the direction under Shada's guidance to where you know the Silken Paths lie.
Do you want a tinkering check or anything to make this weird thing?
Yeah, go ahead and make one. Let's see how
All
cool
right.
it is.
All right, let's see. That's not very cool. Plus proficiency is 13, 18.
18. It does okay. It's not pretty, and you snag yourself a couple times trying to put it together, but it will be effective to get you at least cut through some of the webs. At least you hope.
Oh, cool.
All right. Over the next few days, you travel from Slupadot back into the tunnels. It was kind of a refreshing change to be in the Dark Lake other than the giant Demogorgon being there because it was a nice big open space. But you go back into the claustrophobic tunnels and start winding your way, trusting that Shada knows where the hell you're going. You don't know, but you're hoping for it.
She's got a decent intelligence, and by decent I mean 20.
It takes you about 3 days or so before you finally start to reach the edges of what is known as the Silken Path. And obviously it's pretty obvious when you start to reach there because you start seeing the tunnel starts to open up a little bit more, but you also start seeing evidence of spiders.
Splitters.
It starts off with the tunnels just having kind of old webbing that has been slashed through before, hanging off the sides. You are aware, Shada, that people do travel through the silken webs. There are people called web runners, which are basically like errand people or people who are messengers and stuff who are basically professionals at like traveling along these webs. Most of them are goblin in nature, some kobolds, but they make a profession in like navigating these webs. And so these tunnels that you're in are fairly well used.
Okay. Very spicy. I will give them like the tour guide, like, and if you look to your left,
There is a wall
To your
and some
left.
spider webs, and to your right,
Spider webs.
there's some more spider webs.
and if you look down, well, I probably shouldn't do that.
Yes. Eventually, you do reach a point where the tunnels open up. From your vantage point, you just kind of see what looks to almost be like a cloud of spider webs.
I don't like that.
As you approach closer to that cloud, suddenly the tunnel ends and you are at a cliff.
Ooh.
And there is
What?
a massive chasm split across ahead of you. There's like a huge room and spider webs crisscrossing all over this chasm above and below. You cannot even see how deep this chasm goes because it is choked on multiple layers of spider webs.
Got to do some spring cleaning in here, spiders.
And this is something that we have to pass, not enter, correct?
You have to get to the other side, essentially.
Okay.
And the spider webs do crisscross ahead of you as well. And as you're kind of surveying the whole area, Mira is just kind of pointing out, she's counting the spiders.
Oh
She's
no.
pointing out, there's one there, there's one there. And you do see that there are some movement along these webs of some giant-looking spiders. And
Are any of the
see
spiders-
you also see tiny spiders, like regular-looking spiders that are just kind of all over the place.
Guys,
Almost cute.
guys, we found Australia.
God.
I mean, it was the inspiration for this, yes.
Oh God. Horrific.
Well, do we want to like? Do we need to like blast our way through these webs or something?
I will say
Yeah.
that if you are navigating on the carpet, you will need to make some checks for me.
Beyblade time.
Beyblade.
I feel like attacking the webs will make the spiders angry at us, and I don't want.
We will only use the Beyblades if like we cannot get through.
All right. Shada, you're gonna guide them. It's going to be it's a huge chasm. The chasm's about it's about 2,000 feet wide.
Ooh,
and so you've got to kind of go along it for a ways before you can actually get into. So like about a half mile or so before you can get to the next tunnel that will lead you to Velkenvelv.
Are there any like oases of like free space that we can see along our path?
Make a perception check.
This character isn't very good at those. 12.
12. It's hard to tell. Like with the spider webs just layered over each other, like you can't really see very far ahead of you because they're choking everywhere, but it's difficult terrain, so you're going to be navigating very slowly on the carpet, and you do your best to try and weave between everything. Who is guiding the carpet during this?
Mara could. She's good at Dex.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best one.
Okay. Go ahead and have Mira do a dexterity check for me.
Pretty good Dex.
Dexterity.
12.
How did she roll so low?
She rolled a 7.
No,
I
Mira.
thought Dex was higher than that.
Unless Cruz wants to give us inspiration.
I would so love to give you inspiration. I'm gonna sing a little travel song.
Is that a
I'm gonna
D10?
sing a little travel song. Come on, sing along,
The
you two spiders.
But is it a D10?
It's a D12.
Oh. Okay. What's 12 plus 9? 21.
21. Okay. All right. So Mira is in charge. She is deftly navigating in between these webs, narrowly avoiding getting you stuck on a few different occasions. Are y'all stealthing?
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
As best as we can.
Okay.
Flying
Go ahead and roll
carpet.
stealth for me.
Rolling stealth. Stealth is very good. 11.
Mara's is 27. Shada's is 14.
Okay.
Thanks, KTMNN.
Oh, nice.
23.
23. Okay. Yeah, you managed to avoid unwanted multiple eyes, or there are a few eyes that notice you, but they don't really pay much attention to you. But you do pass between two webs where there are two very large, bulbous, giant spiders that are uncomfortably big, but they pay you very. They are uncomfortably big.
I hate it. Look, I hate it when they're uncomfortably big.
It's just describing a creature as uncomfortably big.
It's appropriate for a giant spider. Like, look, come on, that is uncomfortable.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, I'm feeling it. I'm picturing it.
You pass between two webs that these two giant, bulbous, uncomfortably big spiders are hanging on, but they don't seem disturbed by your presence. But as you're passing by, you do hear kind of a groan.
Coming from.
Can I perceive?
Make a perception check if you wish to figure out where it is coming from.
Okay, I can't see shit. Neither can Mara. I rolled a 1.
21.
21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do my elven I see? Are they taking the halflings to
Well, I guess Mara's is
whatever the place
15,
they're going?
but
Isengard.
Isengard? Ooh, I knew that one.
I didn't want to say it, so I was trying
They're
to
taking
remember
the
what place we're
halflings to-
going.
the big tower.
I was afraid it was an Overwatch location.
Yes, you do spot as you are passing through these two webs that one of the spiders seems to be feasting on something that is currently squirming inside of a cocoon.
That's unfortunate.
Do we want-
Gross.
And you hear the groans coming from whatever that creature is.
Last time we did this, she ended up being very racist.
Is it her?
Oh
You
my
don't
God,
know.
if
You
it's
want to go
her.
find out? It's up to you.
No.
I want to go find out.
Shada's like, where's that coming from?
I'm gonna go
To
find out.
disturb this guy's dinner, huh?
How are you gonna go find out? You gonna hop off the carpet?
Yeah, I'll hop off the carpet.
And onto the webs?
I'll steer the carpet. I'll take it from there. Give me that.
You run up to Mira and just like snatch.
Shada's like, I can agree to this.
She's
Like
holding
two
onto the
little
other carpet.
tassels.
On the tassels, and like you just kind of snatch and like scoot and push her over, and you're just like scoot like, here, I'll take over this, and you kind of just do a U-turn on the carpet.
Shada
I'm just
loads her
saying, if I save
gun.
her again, she really fucking owes me.
How are you doing this? You've made a Yui on the carpet, and you're now face to face with. You're about, I would say you're about 20, 30 feet away from this spider that is hanging vertically on this web.
Can I?
Do you want me to?
Go ahead.
Oh, do you want me to like enthrall this spider so he's like looking at me and he's not gonna attack you?
So I looked at him, and he looked at me. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna use enthralling performance. And it actually is just going to be that Weird Al parody. That's what I'm gonna perform for the spider. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
I'm obsessed
Alright,
with this.
so the spider makes a wisdom saving throw. That is a 19.
Oh no, he saved.
Alright, yeah, the spider does not seem to be particularly enthralled. It is very much focused on its meal.
It's hungry.
That's fair. I
Don't
respect
interrupt a man
that.
while he's eating.
That's fair.
We've all been there.
I'm gonna take a copper out and try to throw it so, like, you know how spiders sense things through their webs?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and throw it, like, the furthest away from it, like, opposite side to what it's eating, to try and get it to, like, bounce on it.
Okay.
And,
Go
and,
ahead
like,
and
take
make
the
a
attention away.
make an attack roll. Just see where you manage to throw this coin.
What do I use? Do I use just... Oh, get my base.
Yeah.
21.
21? Okay. Yeah, you fling this coin just further along the web of this spider, and it bounces. Let me see. Does the spider notice? The spider pauses in its eating for just a moment, and does notice the glint off of the gold, and kind of creeps forward a little bit to look at it.
I'm waiting for it to get closer so I can get to the person and just cut it out of the web and just move away.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, after it takes about a minute or so, it does creep a little bit further, just kind of out of curiosity to see what this glowing, shiny thing is. And I would say it's probably about 15 feet away from the cocooned creature.
Okay. I'll try to, as stealthily as I can, because I know they sense everything through webs. Just a quick and take the person and leave.
Okay, roll me roll me sleight of hand.
Oh.
I also have a question for when she's done there.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No?
No. Kidding. 17? No, wait, no. 8 plus 7.
15.
15.
15.
15? Okay. You go to slice open this cocoon, and you do see a halfling, just because you put that in my head. A halfling, very, very pale, barely clinging to life.
It's
Inside-
Frodo.
Inside, curly, dark hair, piercing blue
you
eyes,
go.
like the most piercing blue.
And a weird O-face look.
God. Yeah, you do see that it barely clinging to life. But you are able to kind of pull it out about 3/4 of the way before the spider senses the vibrations on the... Yes.
Mayra is going to try something, and regardless, I'm going to spend the spell slot because I don't know if it'll work or not. But the relevant question is, can this spider understand speech?
Good question. No.
All right. Then Mayra casts suggestion, and nothing happens.
Damn it. All right.
Worth a shot.
Yes, the spider does a swing around and roll initiative.
Sexy.
Nice.
Let me switch to some combat music.
Oh my.
Roll initiative for this giant spider.
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 27.
Cool.
9.
We have
9.
27 for this giant spider over here.
Mayra has a 22. Shada has a 30.
Good
Alright,
lord.
and we'll-
She rolled a
That's
20.
pretty good number, Shada.
She rolled a 20.
You have a +10 to initiative?
Yes. I don't remember how I got it. I think
22.
it's some kind of funky thing.
A 20.
Shada. Well, I think don't fighters have really good initiative anyway?
Yes, but it's something else. I think I don't remember.
Shada, you're first.
It's
Oh.
like sharpshooter or something like that.
Maybe. Oh, it's quick draw. That's what it is.
Quick draw that one.
Anyway, how far away is this spider again?
From where you are, you're probably about 20 feet away from it.
Oh, fantastic!
You're on the
Revolver time, motherfucker.
Yeah.
We're gonna take 3 shots at it.
1, 2, 3.
Exactly. And one of the shots, the first shot is going to be sorry, give me 2 seconds. Yeah. Okay. Alright. First attack is absolute shit. Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit. There
Oh
you
wow. Can it please give me a con save?
go. Ooh, con save for the spider. That's a shit save. That's 8.
Great. It has disadvantage on attacks until the end of its next turn.
Nice.
Second attack is higher. Third attack is even higher. So that's 3 hits.
Pop, pop, pop.
I'll give you damage all at once unless it has some weird DR thing. 10, 6, 30, 37, 58 total for all 3 hits.
Jesus. Yeah, you do some serious damage to the spider, popping, making a ton of fucking noise that is reverberating throughout this long cavern. But it took a good chunk out of it. Do you want to move anywhere or you want to stay on the carpet?
I'm going to stay on the carpet because we are not done pulling the halfling out. That said, I will shout to Alina. Do you need more time or can we go?
In my turn, I'll cut off the rest of the halfling. Cut out the rest of the halfling.
Alright.
Okay, so I will not. So I will wait.
Alright, Alina, you are up.
Yeah, I will try to finish cutting out the rest, the 1/4 left of the halfling.
Yes, you cut out the rest of the halfling and drag the halfling onto the carpet with you.
Yeah. And use my movement to just start up the carpet.
Alright, you start moving the carpet away. So you guys are about 30 feet away. Next up is question. It does have ranged attacks. That's what I wanted to know. Does the spider have range?
Yeah, how fast is this thing?
Alright. What'd you say?
Oh, I'm mad that a spider has a high initiative. It makes me sad.
Yeah. Okay. It is going to attempt. Oh, okay. So it actually has to do this. Well, it has disadvantage, so it might not hit. So we'll see if this actually works. Oh, I can't do it from here. I have to do it from. I have to roll 2 little dice. We're doing disadvantage. Oh, that's not gonna hit because I rolled a 2. All right, that's a 2 and a 6, so either of those is not going to hit even with its plus. So yeah, the spider shoots out a silk harpoon at you, but you manage to avoid it. All right.
Girl after my own heart.
Next up is Mira.
All right, Mira is gonna go ahead and let's see. She's just gonna toll the dead because what thug not.
All right.
Can I give me a wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw. That's a 12.
That's a no. All right. It takes 16 necrotic.
16. All right.
As the bell go ding ding.
The bell go ding ding. All right. At this point, you are. Is Mira gonna stay there? Or is she gonna keep moving the carpet?
Oh yeah, sorry. She's gonna keep moving with both her movement to move and bonus to dash.
All right. You guys get far enough from that spider; it can't reach you. However, you do notice that all of a sudden the webs around you start to all vibrate, and you start to
We
see
just set up a gun in a cavern. This happened to me as a
more
gunslinger, trust me.
of these larger spiders crawling down to see what the commotion is. Cruz, you are next.
Oh God, I was kind of hoping I wasn't next. I am going to cast. Oh God, this is my nightmare. This is my living nightmare, being surrounded by all these spiders.
Yeah, I definitely had this dream
Hey,
once.
G-Dubs, how are you doing?
Hey yo.
Hi, G-Dum.
We missed you.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers. Wait, how far is the spider from us? The main spider.
The first one, it's
Gotta be
About-
over 100 feet by now.
yeah, it's about 100 feet.
Okay. Are there any spiders within 100 feet of us?
Oh yeah, there are definitely. I would say probably the
That's
closest
terrifying.
one that you're basically flying past is probably about 30 feet away.
Okay. Let's see. Oh my God. I'm just going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the closest spider.
Do they need to be able to understand language?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think so. Target must make a wisdom save. It doesn't say anything about understanding language. Yeah, because it's a melody.
Okay. It just has to be able to. All right, so wisdom saving throw on the nearest spider.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 16.
Nice. Does not save. So it's 5d6.
Cool.
All right, that is 13 psychic damage, and if available, to move, and it has to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay, so yeah, that one immediately starts skittering back up the web the way it came.
All right.
Another spider on the opposite side is crawling down and is going to attempt to shoot a silk harpoon at you. That is going to be 21 to hit. They'll be at Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 15 AC. I'm not that resilient.
All right, that is 2. Let's see. 12 points piercing damage, and you are attached to this harpoon. It has harpooned you. You see this Cruz basically just get wrapped up in like this fishing line, basically. And as the I would say well, it's up to you. Mira's already made her movement, but he is currently been harpooned by this spider.
Mira would stop if
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, hey! It's gonna use its bonus action to then yank Cruz 10 feet closer to it. So
bad post.
So Cruz, it yanks you up onto this web. Yay! That's fun. That's fun stuff. Okay, so Cruz, you were basically on a web right now and attached to the spider through a fishing line.
Cruz isn't scared of spiders. He's completely calm.
Shada, it's your turn.
All right. Shada is going to make a questionable choice. She's going to move the carpet 10 feet back for Cruz, and And then she's going to take her hand axe and just on the line holding Cruz. Not like the line in between Cruz and the spider, not on Cruz himself.
Okay, the Cruz, see, if you are you getting up on the web? Because right now Cruz is up on the web attached to the spider, so you wouldn't be able to hit the line from the carpet. Unless you're throwing it. So you can get up on the web and like next to within like melee of Cruz and cut it there.
I think it's time for my my Beyblade.
Beyblade.
There we go.
I would like to please Beyblade the spider's fishing line.
All right, roll me an attack roll.
All right, let's see how this goes. It's a 12.
12. All right. You know, you Beyblade. I mean, it shoots out. You haven't really experimented with this too much. Like you were pretty enthusiastic about making it. Does not hit the line. It does sever through like part of another web, and you do see like another spider kind of go falling. So it did that.
Now, is that an action to use once, or is it once per attack that I have?
I don't know. What are your?
Because I have 3 attacks per action. I just want to
I'll treat it like any weapon. So I'll give you. You can, if you get another weapon attack, then you can use it again.
Okay, great. So I will try again.
Go for it.
Hang on, Cruz. That's a 24.
It just goes pew! Okay, this time you aim it a little bit better. You draw it back, shoot it again, and this time it does hit the line and it severs. It cuts the line and the webbing, and it basically cuts like a slice in there. And then Cruz, make a dexterity saving throw for me as you start to tumble.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's 7 plus 4, 11.
Alright. You are you tumble off the web.
Girl, he tumbling.
The web is sticky, so I will say that you are not falling yet. It's almost like you kind of caught on just slightly. You're descending. And you are descending still. Upside down, your ankle is just like caught on this web, and it's like stretching it and going down. But yes, Cruz will be falling shortly.
So wait, are we not under him yet?
You were like even with him because you had to get up.
Okay.
Yeah, so now he's like a little bit lower than you. Not by far, but a little bit lower than
All right. Then can I use my third attack? Or sorry, no. Can I use my movement to shift the carpet under him to catch him?
Yes. If you want to
Great.
dive under and get the carpet right underneath him, you may use your movement to do so.
I will do that.
All right. You scoop up Cruz on the carpet. Next up, Alina.
I am using my movement and my action to dash. Oh, fuck, boy.
Should we cut him off the web first?
Oh yeah, true.
I thought he was on the web.
His foot is like stuck on the web right now.
Okay, I'll cut him off the web with my action and I'll move the 30 feet.
All right, you
Little sticky boy.
Start moving the carpet away. And is Mira planning on doing the same?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna make one more silk harpoon attack from another spider and just see if it hits. That is not gonna hit. So you do manage to escape this particular area, but you do notice as you are moving on the carpet and navigating as fast as you can, you're not moving very quickly still, like even dashing is just, you've got to navigate a lot of the webs. Eventually you get further enough away from the commotion that things calm down a little bit and I can turn off the actual music here. But you do enter this area where you do feel something drop on your shoulder.
Oh, no. No, I hate
I hate the noises.
I don't like
We
the
look up.
noises.
Oh my god.
You look up and you do see what looks to be it's actually kind of pretty in its own way. You see
I don't
like
like this.
almost like a swaying cloud
I don't like the
of these
clicking.
little white spiders.
Nah.
And they just kind of, it seems like they're just swaying in a slight breeze, and every now and then one just kind of
Be a breeze.
drops down and Cruz, one drops on your leg. It just kind of crawls around. They're like that big. And they're like almost translucent white.
It's completely calm.
And they deal with
Mine
these
with
bugs.
spiders.
They are. Let's see. Actually, make a nature check for me.
Oof, the
Oh,
noise.
absolute shit. Holy fuckity fuck. Yeah, it's an 8.
8. Okay.
Kind of studied up on the Underdark before coming here. Can I make one as well?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a nature check.
Straight 16. I have plus 0.
Let me check this real quick. That's not what I was looking for.
So if we kill the baby cloud, do you think the adult spiders will come kill us?
Oh, absolutely.
I can't find it, so I'm going to say that they are glass spiders. I would say that you and Lena know. You know that. I mean, they're not. These ones are babies. They might bite. The venom isn't too harmful at this age, but they might bite if they feel threatened.
Okay, let's all be real cool. Let's be real cool.
So let's just be real cool right now. Let's not
Let's just all be homies to these spiders.
Mm-hmm.
be homies.
Mira,
Don't
I think
kill
would
me.
be charmed by them and would be trying to take one home and adopt it.
Oh, absolutely.
my God.
Absolutely, 100%.
It was like, oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's so tiny.
She just picks it
Imagine
up
this
and
thing-
just cradles it in her hand, and she's like, "Look at it, it's fine." But yeah, the few that drop on you, just sort of you crawl around a little bit, and eventually they kind of fall off the edge of the carpet, and they kind of let out a string of silk and just go kind of floating on the breeze, the underground breeze.
Thank you
That
for
is
your
kinda pleasant.
contributions to our carpet.
It's kind of pretty in its own way if you're not creeped out by spiders falling on you.
It's like the end of Charlotte's Web.
Exactly. Oh god, that made me cry so
Sure.
much. Oh, Charlotte. Okay. At some point, you will. Well, it's up to you. You can decide to continue. Actually, no. It's fine. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else entirely. After about a half hour or so, or no, probably closer to an hour because it's slow moving, you do eventually make it to the other side of the Silken Paths to where the tunnel continues. And you can find a place to camp. I was gonna make you camp on the Silken Paths. I was like, no, it's not that big. Not that big. You don't need to camp on the Silken Paths. That would be disastrous for you.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we just take the exhaustion.
Yes. But you do camp out, and in the next few, let's say another 3 or 4 days, winding your way through the tunnels, trusting in Shada,
That's your first mistake.
you reach an area that it starts off looking a little bit like the Silken Path, to the point where you almost are kind of worried that you went in a circle. You see that there is another split in the ground that opens up another chasm, and you do see some spider webs that crisscross this cavern. Not nearly as choked as Silken Paths were, but Treda, you are aware that this is near where Valkenvelve begins. You are aware that the town of Valkenvelve is basically it's a Dro outpost, and they're built in. You know, I'm never gonna fucking remember this. The ones that come off the ceiling.
Stalactites.
Stalactites.
They're built. It's like a town that's built into numerous stalactites that are suspended above
That's
a
dope.
chasm that has where they actually raise.
How very Western Air Temple of them.
Yeah. Where they actually raise some of these spiders, various spiders, below
Oh.
in this chasm.
Okay.
You are also aware that it is also a slaver outpost. This is where they will. This is kind of a stopping point between this area and when they take any of their slaves to other parts of the Underdark.
I would withdraw my comparison to the air nomads.
The rest of y'all look like real mighty fine slaves.
I'm ahead of disguising into a drow.
All right.
We
I'm
are
disguising into a full drow.
we are nearing Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. Let's see. Does Mira has a disguise kit, doesn't she?
I believe she does. Let me do a quick little double check.
The other has the disguise kit of the audacity. One of those.
Both of them.
Both?
I mean, she has. I'm not seeing a disguise kit.
I thought she had.
Doesn't
she
her
have something of
doesn't her
disguise?
clothes change?
She has glamored studded leather, but that doesn't
Yeah.
change what she looks like.
Yeah.
It's just the clothing. But I think Varen had a disguise that y'all can just steal off of her from Mira.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just reach into the bag. Sorry, Varen. Pick off a few mushrooms from it and then just give it to me.
Her
Oh
mushrooms
my
rattle a
God.
little bit.
So 3 of you look like Dro.
And Shada's got her bounty hunter insignia somewhere.
Cool. What is the plan?
Saying we're looking for a hag. I don't know.
Did
Yeah, I
we
guess
get the
we just-
hag's name?
Yes, we did.
Deroda's
Deroda.
nuts.
We should figure out what the real freaks are first. They'll know where the hag is.
They're all freaks.
That is true. But who needs the biggest freak the most?
Remind me, which one of you did that that lady from earlier like the most? It was Mira, wasn't it?
Probably me.
Probably Mira.
Yeah. Let me see if Mira has what I'm thinking about. Nope. We could just walk up to them and ask.
Yeah,
Good.
that's a solid approach.
Sure.
All right. I guess we're relying on me to do this walking up to and asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got clout, but I don't have charm.
All right.
All right.
As you approach the actual entrance to Valkenvelv, which is basically, it's got an archway that's just sort of very roughly hewn, and there is a rope bridge that leads across from like this cliffside to the other side of where there is like a guard post. And as you approach, right when you just kind of enter this archway and right before you're about to cross the bridge, you notice that there is something stationed next to the bridge. There are 2 large pillars with 2 bodies that are lashed to it.
Oh,
Are they live bodies or are they dead bodies?
Make a perception
bodies.
Make a what?
check. Perception check.
Hey.
Oh, that's good. 21.
21. Both of them have their throats slashed, and one of them you recognize.
Oh no.
It's the racist
Oh, it's
Where's
the
the girl?
lady.
You see Zanea.
L.
We will try to be sad for her.
And they're both
Who's
Drow.
we?
The other Drow you do not recognize.
Interesting. Does the other one have any distinguishing identification? Like, I don't
She was
know,
like, "Oh my
a
God,
weird
isn't
hat
that
or
the lady
something?
that-"
I would say none that you would recognize because you don't recognize this person. This is not someone that you've encountered.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
She was like,
so
"Oh, the
rough.
lady from like."
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
that sure is. I guess she failed being
Mission.
sucking.
You crossing the bridge?
Yeah.
Can we see any sentries?
Yes. There
Ooh.
are 2 guards that are kind of up on almost like a makeshift guard post on the opposite side of the bridge.
And we'll hold up my bounty hunter amulet insignia thing, and just be like, "I need access to collect a bounty."
The guards narrow their eyes at you. Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
Can I help and say we're your hunting party?
Yes.
25.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, never mind.
That'll do. One of the guards takes a step forward, a little bit closer to examine your insignia.
It's like real high on a charisma check.
But he confirms that it is a legitimate insignia. And the rest of you just kind of glances over. You do see that there's a little bit of scrutiny, being that the rest of you are drow and unfamiliar to them. But they
My hunting party.
Wait.
Oh, you know that stuff
Wait,
thing
how
where
is
you
it?
like do like this, but
It
like
is
your
this.
muscles
Is it-
look bigger? It's like this.
It's like this.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, that's disadvantage for doing that. Just kidding. Drow don't give finger hearts. No, they might. I don't know. There should be K-pop fans among them.
Yes, Drow does.
Is there Drow pop?
Depop?
Depop?
What?
Is there such thing as Depop?
I hope
Sounds
so.
like a really weird euphemism for a boner.
That just sounds like someplace I get like cheap clothing.
That too.
Yeah.
The guard says, "We will allow you passage. Do not linger."
We won't be long. I don't suppose the 2, 3, how many
How many? What?
guards?
Oh, just 2.
I don't suppose the 2 of you know where we can find Dorothy. I don't remember her name.
It's in the chat.
I know.
Oh, it is?
It's right there.
Oh, Dorota.
Dorota.
Rhoda.
Let's see. Do they even know?
Des Dorota.
I should roll for both of them. One of them is just like, who the hell's Dorota? And the other one's just like, the hag?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the other one, you gotta catch up on your old wives' tales.
Why do you? It's just like, why do you need are you hunting the hag?
Not
We are
their
casing
business.
the hag. There is a bounty out. It is not particularly. It's enticing enough to. Well, we will see if it is worth collecting on. But first, we need to meet her, assess her. Word has it she is open to discussions with those who can pay.
Interesting. Talk to Bosra, one of our hunters. He's had a few encounters with that.
Guild headquarters
What?
in the guild.
Yes. Sure, there's a guild there. Why not? Is there a slavers guild? I don't know.
God, I fucking hope not.
God.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
put
it sounds like
That's
a
called
thing.
capitalism.
Hey.
What up, Tish? Yes, he points you. Yeah, he points you in the direction of one of the stalactites, slightly smaller one, hanging further down the. Not really a road, just a bunch of bridges, but he points you in the direction.
Great. We'll be out soon.
All right.
Right, you guys head through Valkenveld, avoiding as much as possible drawing attention to yourselves. A few people notice you, a few people pointedly look in another direction, but you do eventually arrive at that stalactite, where there is a Hunters Guild placard above a wooden door.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Who's doing the talking?
I mean, this is
This is your
your home.
Shada.
Ugh.
This is you're,
All
you're,
right.
you're the hunter. We're also
I feel like I may have made a too good of a first impression with the worm. Okay.
Well, that's your own fault right there.
Yeah, that's fair. Shada
I'm
will
gonna give you a little bardic inspiration. You know, I'm just gonna give you like you're gonna do fine in there.
Little diddle.
Thanks, Uncle Quan. Shada
Alright.
will slot the medallion into the into the like verification slot or whatever. I'm sure there's something. And then just like stride into the.
Scans your retina.
There we go. Exactly. And then stride
They
in.
just upgrade it.
Yes.
I'm looking for beetroot.
Vargas?
Was it Vargas?
I don't know. That's a Skyrim guy, isn't it?
Vargas?
It's in the chat.
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, no, I thought that was a different man we were looking for.
Yeah, the guy.
Oh,
It's not
the
Vargas?
Drow guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
I
Farkas.
thought you meant the
No.
Bag
Basra.
again.
Here's
Basra.
You're looking for Basra, and Basra, who's right in front of you, is just like,
Oh.
I assume your eyes work. Placard on the desk says Basra.
Oh my god.
This is humiliating.
Giant sign in the back says,
Oh,
this is
Alina's just-
Basra.
Alina's just like, way to go.
Like neon sign with an arrow, Basra. Shada like straight faced. People lie.
I mean, so do signs, but
lie.
yeah, okay. Fair
False
enough.
advertising. Anyway.
Who
Whitney
are you?
Dorota.
And what do you want?
Shada and Dorota.
Oh, yes. Wait, what? The hag?
The hag.
Only.
What do you want with the hag? Honestly, I don't really care, but like, she's a sticky one. Literally,
That's
she
gross.
like, I got
I
all
left-
covered in sticky stuff. I don't know what she was doing. It was weird.
I mean, we
Who?
don't want to get in
Look.
physical contact with the hag, that's for sure.
I left my hunting party here alone for a single day. They got one of themselves killed. We need them back.
How long ago was that? They could have already been eaten by now.
Few weeks.
Ugh. I mean, you might be able to get some bones back. Good luck with that.
Oh no!
Alina's just gonna pull
they're
out
in the bag.
a boot from the bag, like a leg.
Oh my god.
No, they're fine.
They're a little
Ah.
shroomy, but they're fine.
Yeah, they've been with us the whole time.
Okay. He's just like confused, but he's just like,
It's just straight face.
so you just want what? You just want what?
We have heard tell that this that Dorota can raise the dead.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past her. She can do a lot of weird stuff.
We wouldn't put a lot of stuff past her. Unfortunately, the one that ended up dead, useful enough, but it would be more trouble than it's worth to find someone else to fill the spot. So it is well worth the price that we have to pay. So if you would kindly point us in the hag's direction, we may or may not see you again. You can assume if you don't see us again in a day, we've either left or died, or both.
He just looks at you like you're crazy, but then shrugs and he's just like, well, it'll make for an interesting story if you do make it out alive. Yeah, he will describe loosely how he wound up there. Not the best directions, but he's just like, yeah, there's a collapsed tunnelway this direction. Most people jump over it. Just go down. Just go down. I went down by accident and wound up in her lair. So have fun jumping in.
Okay, thanks.
Good
Thanks,
luck.
Vargas.
That was a fun Disney Channel original. Jump in. Anyway.
That was.
Fantastic. Oh,
All right,
and
let's-
she kind of like reaches into her pocket and digs out the purple worm tooth and the scroll with the bounty, slaps it on the desk. I'll be back to collect payment later.
It's just like, I mean, fair enough. There's no point in collecting payment now if you're gonna die.
Exactly.
We'll hold these for you.
Nice.
All right. You guys head out from there and continue along the pathway of Belkenvelv. And as you get to where the end of the small town is, you do see a line of captured people, about 10 of them, lined up with a few people in chains with a few people who are gathering them in like another cavern, like the kind of offshoot cavern.
Boo.
Where is a damn key when you need one?
Right? Oh, we can't do anything about that.
All right.
It's just very quiet.
You all unassumingly slip past. Mira, you try very hard to encourage her not to say anything
Yeah.
because you know she's gonna say some stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to block her from their view with my
Like, what's
huge body.
that?
Mhm.
Are you going on a field trip?
And you head
Like
off.
kids holding hands.
No!
Why did you do that? Why did you hurt us
What?
that way?
What did
Jen
you
said
say?
it first.
What did you say?
Jen said it first.
No, you said kids. I just said field trip.
I said, who goes on field trips? Children.
I go on field trips.
When kids go, they hold each other's hands. So like, oh, everyone
A
holds
baby
hands.
chain.
Oh,
Yeah, baby chain.
That's not helping. You're making it worse.
Why are you like this?
I don't know what's going on.
Why are you like this?
Sonny roll for psychic damage.
Ah.
All right, as you are heading past, you cruise. You hear some very brief whispers among those who are captured before you pass by the end, the very end of the area and the town. And it's hard to kind of tell exactly, but one thing sticks out to you, and you just hear someone say, "Well, at least Yolmar and the others got out."
Hello. Okay, I gotta figure out how to talk to one of these guys. Oh boy. Shit.
Huh?
I'm gonna try to.
Eh?
I'm sorry, continue.
Oh, I thought I was Lonnie. I was like, damn, even the DM is telling you shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's what that was her. I'm gonna stay in line then. I'm gonna stay in line. That's scary.
Do you keep on going?
Let's see the hag.
All right, you head forward.
Wait, oh my god, wait, I have
No,
telepathy.
that wasn't
I'm sorry.
Silani. I thought it was Silani. It is not Silani.
That was not me, but okay. So you have what?
I have telepathy. I am going to try and did I happen to see who whispered it?
Make a perception check.
17?
17. Yeah, you do spot what looks to be a gnome that appears to be has a very distinctive voice. So you're easy to pick out that was the person that was talking. But
All
of
right,
course, the guard comes over and immediately just hushes them, and they stop talking.
Okay, I wanna telepathically reach out to this gnome and say, "Don't react. Oh shit. Don't react. I know Yolmar. Do you know where this party was headed?"
Can they reply with telepathy?
I
believe
think
can.
they can. Let me go to features and traits. Let's see. No, they can't respond to me telepathically, but I can cast detect thoughts. So let me cast detect thoughts on
Think
this
it. Tell
gnome.
him, just think it. Just think it.
Yeah, just think the answer.
Okay. Make a persuasion check for me real quick.
That's fair. But I have a plus 14, so it isn't 32.
Nice. Okay.
Jesus, Bob.
You're just like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you cast detect thoughts, and you do detect the name Blingdenstone.
Blingdenstone. All right.
Blingdenstone. Oh, I see.
and I
It's
say-
up by Mesoberans and
Mesobaranzan.
yes.
Oh, I see it now.
So it's opposite direction of where we were coming from.
And I also want to ask, how long ago was this?
Do you have another slot to cast detect thoughts, or does that
Oh,
still
does it-
last? How long does that last?
It lasts up to 1 minute.
Okay, cool. How long ago? It's probably been about 3 weeks.
All right. I say thank you. I'll I'll help you out somehow if I can at some point. Sorry, man.
All right.
And then I cease communication.
You cut him off. All right, you guys head into the tunnels once more. After about a half a day's more travel, you reach the side of the tunnel that it looks like it has been collapsed. There are like warning signs that have been like posted on the walls nearby to and a makeshift rope bridge that has been fashioned to allow people to cross. You look over the edge and it descends a good probably 100 or so feet.
He said go down, didn't he?
Let's get down there.
All right, you guys climbing, or how are you getting down?
Carpet.
Carpet. Oh, that's
Oh
right.
yeah, carpet.
Of course.
We always forget the fucking carpet.
Even though you just used it, I'll do half this story. All right, you hop on the carpet and go descending down into
It is just
another
too hot to think.
into another passageway that eventually opens up into a garden.
Ooh.
Aw.
Of Earthly Delights.
Is it a garden of the dead?
I mean, it's a garden. There might be dead things in there. You don't know yet. But there are. It looks to be very neatly tended.
Okay.
And it's kind of I would say the room's probably about, let's say about 70 or so feet across, kind of roughly circular. And all the plants there seem to be like bioluminescent. And you see that there is a small stream that trickles out of a crack in the walls and provides a nice little pleasant trickle. And there is a tiny little home. Not a tiny home, but like it's just a modest home. Studio apartment, single.
New York City apartment.
New York City apartment, yeah, about $5,000 a month.
1 bedroom, half a bathroom.
No, you go outside.
Yeah.
Incredible. Incredible.
We knock. Alina will get down.
Is this the part where we start reciting the Volethmere poem?
And she will knock on the door.
And she will.
And she would. Let me see. She is a dusk hag. Let me see what all they can do.
Hag of the evening, hag of the night, hag of the dusk, hag of the fright.
You knock on the door, and the door creeps open. Then you see a kindly old lady, human, just kind of glancing out. Yes?
Hi.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
We're looking for Dorota. We mean no harm. We're just here to ask for a favor.
Oh,
With
favor.
payment.
Yes, of course. Come in. She invites you into her home. Her
Come
modest
in.
home.
Would
Hi,
you
yeah,
happen
so
to be?
We'll come in.
What'd you say?
Are you?
Would you happen to be she?
Oh, yes, of course. There's nobody else living here. This small home. And you see that there is the home itself is pretty much a single room with a tiny bed to one side and some cabinetry, and you see a cauldron at the center of the room. That's actually kind of big and taking up way too much space in this tiny house.
I mean, it's called having a passion / a calling. You know, we all
Cauldron.
have to have our hobbies.
Cauldron, not calling. So sorry.
She's a little confused, and she's just like, okay, well, what can I help you with? Would you like some tea?
Real quick. Any lore on hags that I or they know about,
Make a history check.
such as don't accept food or drink from the Fae or the
Actually,
hags.
not
Yeah.
history. Sorry. Let's do Arcana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not good at that. That's fine. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that's a 9. Oh no, 10.
Okay.
Alina will say, is just freely given?
Of course. Would be remiss to charge my guests for food.
Oh,
Any sort of lying in her voice. As
Make an insight check.
Insight check. 19. Not much better, but still.
19.
Deception, malice, any of that.
You do just you kind of see she's a little odd given the circumstances. You are here buried in deep underground. There's a human woman looking a little bit too innocent. It does set off a little
Okay.
warning sign.
Can I?
go ahead.
Oh, can I cast True Seeing on myself?
Ooh.
Ooh, are you trying to do it without her perceiving you doing so?
Yeah.
Does it require movement?
It's touch.
Okay.
What are the
Oh.
components?
The component VSM.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There is
Visual,
somatic.
Oh,
somatic,
no.
and yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Yeah, I'm so green. It's still.
Is there a way that I can assist him by distracting her by talking?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll let you engage her in
What kind of key
conversation.
do you have?
Okay. I'll just say, like,
Give him advantage.
unfortunately, it'll be a while yet before we'll have the chance to make our favorite bathroom stop, so we will have to pass this time. I'm terribly sorry. Perhaps on the
My
way back,
best
though.
is-
She's just like, well, you can always, we have some trees out here if you need to go behind.
Oh, we would hate to defile your garden.
Well, I mean, trees and plants use it to grow, but it's up to you. I also have some lovely pastries that I've just finished baking. They're up in the windowsill. Help yourselves. They're very delicious.
I don't mean to be rude, Mr. Oda or Mrs. Dorota.
This is fine.
Mr. Oda. I'm kind of straight to the point kind of gal. We are aware that you are a hag. We're okay with that. We're not here to hurt or harm.
Not hagphobic.
We're so we know she's single, guys. We're not here with any ill intent. We are truly seeking a favor that we will pay something with. We don't ask for anything for free.
I think that's called a transaction. A favor is usually for free.
Transaction. A transaction.
I am gonna take one of those
It's like
pastries.
Baron's here with me. I just hear Baron's voice in the back of my head.
Yeah, when you mention that you know that she's a hag, she just immediately just kind of huffs and just like drops the facade, like waves a hand, and you immediately see that she is not a nice looking old lady. I'm trying to pull up a picture if I can find a picture of her. She looks she doesn't
Not
look
great.
like a lady at all. She looks demonic.
Ooh.
Hello.
Sexy.
She has large, curved ram horns, almost like a tiefling and a hag combined.
Ooh.
But
A tag.
Jesus
A
Christ. She's a
hag.
hag.
A
A
teeth tag.
hagling.
Killjoy, she's single, yes, if you really want.
Can a tiefling and a hag truly find love together?
Well, she's proof.
Find out in this episode of Plot Hunters.
And she looks at you with eyes that are completely like glowing red. And she's just like, what kind of transaction exactly? And you notice that the house itself is also changing. It's not this cozy little home. It's definitely more like run down and just overall sinister looking.
Yeah, there we go. There she
I'm
is.
telling you, daily upkeep, girl. It's important. You got magic.
I like my home the way it is. Thank you very much.
Alina literally says that loud. There we go. There she is. We're looking to bring a friend back to life. Resurrection, probably.
Resurrection. How long has your friend been dead?
A few weeks.
A few weeks. Oh, that body must be rotting.
Oh no, they're right. So you know how
Yeah, we
the
got it shrink
bag of
wrapped.
holding is airtight. She'll pull out a leg again.
She pull out a leg that is riddled with fungal growth.
I mean, there's fungus on her, but like she's fresh.
She licks her lips and looks at it, just like, oh.
You're not going. We can try and pick up the mushrooms if you really want to.
Yeah, you
but
can have
please
the
don't eat her.
fungus.
And she's just like, perhaps. But resurrection costs a lot more than some mushrooms, no matter how delectable they look.
What are your prices?
Yeah,
Does
your
it do
freelancer
anything
rates.
if they're mushrooms straight from Zugmoy?
Zugmoy?
The
Oh yeah.
The Mushroom
Yeah.
Queen.
mushroom queen.
She does think about it for a moment. She's like, well, that would explain why they look so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
He's just going with it.
Yeah, she paces around for a little bit and she's like,
If you take the mushrooms, can I ask that we do keep one? Varian's weird. She might want one for
She
some
will
reason.
want one. Like,
it's your business. But as I said, resurrection costs a lot more, even delicious Swug Toy mushrooms.
How much do you want? And what do you want? Or both?
A favor. You do
A favor
something
for
for
a
me, I
favor.
do something for you.
Is it an open favor?
But can I counter that as a favor of equal value and not even more dangerous?
Oh, it'll be dangerous, for sure. But if you don't do it, then I'm not going to help you, so... Which is it? How much does this friend mean to you?
You know what? I will owe you a favor.
Oh, you will owe the favor first. This is a transaction. You have to do service for me, and then in return for the service, I will provide a service for you.
Wait, you're telling me I have to stick with these loons?
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
the
you
one
do.
that you're the one that offers, so shut the fuck up. Anyway, what is your favorite? Since it seems like you already have something in mind.
Yes. As you can tell from my home, I am a connoisseur of exotic foods.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to go get something for me. Something that I have been craving and have not had in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So excited.
X?
Just an egg. You need
Yeah.
only one.
What?
You
From
said
what?
you say dangerous and then you say just, and those two words don't really.
Well, it'd be a lot more dangerous if I asked you to bring more than one, though that would be a challenge. They are quite sizable.
Oh.
Are we still in a
Say
dragon?
that.
What kind of egg?
Dragon, rock.
Oh,
Megalodon.
not quite a dragon. A worm.
Oh.
Worm?
A purple
Like
worm.
a WYRM worm?
Really?
No, a purple worm. The thing we saw her riding down on.
Ah, dune worm.
You were riding a purple worm? How fun. Well, since
Not like that!
Well, since you already have experience with dealing with them, you're the perfect people. There is a nest of purple worms. I can direct you to where that is. And you need only get me an egg and bring it back. That's it.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you know what? I think it's a stupid question. Obviously, we don't get a taste. That's my bad. Sorry, ma'am.
Wait, what? What did you just say? Sorry, I was.
He
Mine
wanted
was
a
thinking
taste
of
of
other
the
things.
egg. He wanted a
Yeah.
taste of the
I
egg
mean,
or
she'll
whatever
say,
she was cooking.
oh, you want to taste what I'm going to make with it? Of course, I'd love to share food.
Okay, you said that in kind of a sinister way, but I do like trying new foods, so I'm still in.
I don't know
Excellent.
what you expect. They're a hag.
The last time we got food from hags, it included children bones.
That is true. I will say that.
That
Please
was you.
I wasn't
though.
there, but
Oh, yeah.
ma'am, the last time we got food from a hag, it included like grounded bones, specifically the children kind.
Oh, those
Yeah,
are the
but there are
best.
no children here. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but like your friend says, it's hard to come by children's bones these days,
Yeah, you know,
especially in the
it's-
Underdark. There's not as many children down here as on the surface.
What a
Did I
tragedy.
not?
So it is kind of a delicacy.
Did I not fuck? Or
But
I
that's all
mean,
the more reason why, eggs. Eggs are children. This is the children of a purple worm. Same, so not
That's-
quite the same thing.
Do we have to have the when does life begin conversation?
Close enough. If there is a fetus in there, even better.
I mean, look, snakes eat eggs. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just thinking of the duck eggs that have the
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
thingies that my mom. Hey,
You wanna
but is
try
it called
it.
balut or
Don't
something like that?
fucking.
My mom would eat those. I didn't really care for them myself, but anyway,
So an egg.
just
Of
one
a
egg.
purple worm variety.
When you say nest, how populated is this nest?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been down there. Not since losing. Well, never mind. Yes, I attempted to grab one myself, and unfortunately, one of my sisters got eaten. But that's fine. There could be more. There could be less. I don't know. A couple
Well, look,
dozen.
we can
or
think of
so.
it this way. I will help you, loons. Get your friend back. Luckily, I'm decent at hunting purple worms.
You better fucking be. That's how
You
get
watched
your
it!
interest.
You watched the end of my last hunt.
That was
I
one
know.
hunt. We don't know if you're good all the time. You could have gotten lucky.
If I'm not good at my hunts, there are no more hunts to be good at because I will be dead.
That's true. But I mean, I suppose we don't know you that well yet, Sheeta.
Yeah, you're not ever gonna know me very well. As soon as you lot attract bad luck. As soon as we get your friend back, I'm out.
Listen, you didn't have to come with us.
I didn't, but honestly, y'all seem kind of lost, and never hurts to have
I
it.
mean,
Never hurts to travel in packs.
honestly, once our friend gets resurrected, you might end up finding your way down the path of floristry.
But
I mean, there is a history of that.
I do love daffodils.
All right. Anything else you wish to speak to Dorota about before you, or have you agreed that this is something that you are willing to do for her in exchange for her help saving your friend?
Agree to do
We'll
this
have her-
exchange.
Excellent, excellent. I'll draw you a rough map of where to find the nest. Good luck. I look forward to seeing you again soon.
I want to ask you a question
Or
before we
most of you.
leave.
Yes.
That's a
Go
fair
ahead.
assessment.
How tuned in would you say you are to what's going on above your little chasm?
What do you mean?
You stay abreast?
I mean, I tend to
Maybe
mind my own
two?
business down here. What?
I was
Spit
just
it
curious,
out.
you know.
What is it that you're asking?
I just wanted to know if you caught any interesting chatter on the airwaves, you know, shut-ins like you always have ham radios, things like that.
Actually, I have heard some interesting things. Apparently, there are a bunch of demon lords that have been rampaging all over the Underdark.
Yeah,
Oh.
Sugmo, or whatever.
Yeah,
fucking name
Sugma?
it is. Yeah.
Yes, there's
Suck my
a
balls, Deep Daddy.
Yes, I've heard some interesting things, and all of these demon lords normally reside in the abyss, so that must mean that someone tore a hole in the abyss and let them out here. Which would explain why there's all that freeze around that just causes magic to run havoc.
Furries?
Yes.
Furries.
The little
The
cloud we
clouds,
saw?
the purple clouds that
Yeah.
cause weird
Ah.
shit to happen.
Okay.
But yes, she says, no idea exactly who is responsible for that yet, but I'm keeping my eye on it. As long as they don't
All
bother
right.
me.
And you only had the one hag sister, right? You don't have any other sisters, kicking
Oh,
around.
of course I had 6 sisters. They don't, not anymore.
Oh, they're
Ask
all
it
dead,
happened. Well, yes, of course.
or I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm not.
Oh, damn. Oh, all right. Say less.
Say less, please.
Fuck those
Right
other
now.
hags.
All right. Anything else you wish to ask, Dorota?
I'm good.
That would be all.
Are you sure you don't want to stay the night here? I have a small home, but I'm sure you'll find some comfort sleeping on the floor.
Does safety from you come with that?
And she just sort of grins and she's just like, have a good day.
See?
It goes so well.
I'm gonna put it as I like you. I like you, girl. You know what? You're real. I respect that.
No, Mr. Kwan, I will miss you.
Who? Oh, right.
Your friend, Mr. Corinthians Kwan?
Yeah, me, Corinthians.
Sure.
Quan.
Whatever.
You know.
Whatever name he's going by right now.
All right. With that, you all head out, and she slams the door behind you.
Damn, all right.
And you head out into the tunnels, and we'll stop there. As the next episode, we'll pick up with you going to find a purple worm nest.
We're
Soon
out
I'll be
to
back
see
in
the worm
my
nest.
flurry of hose body.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Only a matter of time.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. Thank you, everybody who came over for the raid as well. Let's see. We will probably be playing, hopefully, the week after next. Otherwise, just follow us on Twitter at Plot Hunters, and we will post when we are going to be going live. We usually play on Saturdays at 5 p.m. Pacific. Or no, 6 p.m. Pacific.
6, yep.
6 p.m. Anybody got anything cool happening? Anything cool going on?
If you want to see me play a hag, you can tune in tomorrow at Indoor Adventures here on Twitch at 8:30 EST, I believe, where I'll be playing Alessandra. I
like how you have a whole list of different. Those are all the places that Adriana shows up at, so you can
That's
go.
all my places. Indoor Adventures right there. And next week on Sunday, you can catch me back at the Hype Goblin, which is also there. And yeah, I play a really cool hag. She looks like a very young, nice lady with a veil over her face. There's definitely nothing creepy under there. Don't worry about it.
There's just no face, none whatsoever.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Oh, like that Totally Spies episode.
No, it's definitely Code the Face Stealer. That's what it is.
Show the face.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Avatar.
Is that from?
That's from
Oh,
Avatar.
it-
Yeah.
I'm
Is that
disinheriting
giant,
you.
like worm demon from the
My-
spirit world?
My son,
It's
I'm
been a
disinheriting
while.
you.
Look, you didn't see the Totally Spies episode. That was impactful. It was
I
scary.
still remember the hair one,
The hair one? I don't know that
where
one.
they made the hair grow longer so they could like take it for like
Oh.
wigs.
I just
It was-
remember the laser one that's completely defies
Yup,
physics. Jen, what you got going on?
My games are drying up, and it makes me very sad. I'm actually one of the Sunday games that I have is going on our mid-season hiatus because our GM is like a real person who goes off and like teaches math camp and shit. Fucking nerd. What's gonna be fun is balancing possibly 3 characters in one session. That'll be fun. Yeah, one character has a range of movement of like 3 inches across 6 of her limbs. And wings, not penises.
Wings, not penises. Crucial.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. She. For once, it wasn't my fault, but she got herself slightly tied to a wall. But the party is also split. So I'm going to end up playing someone to assist one half of the party and someone to assist the other half of the party, probably. That'll be fun, right? Right. Yeah. So if I play my cards just right, I could end up with a 300% mortality rate for this session.
That would be amazing if you got them all killed. That would be amazing.
It would be like I think my record for like number of deaths in one session is somewhere around like a dozen. But like that was the same character and it was Pathfinder, so death is cheap in Pathfinder. It's fine. Other than that, honestly, like I have my Monday. Like I don't really have any other stream games aside from this one. Everything is pretty much home game. I'm of course prepping. The next game to run after this story of these loons, as I will call them, is concluded. There's something in the works on my end. We'll see what I can do to break my players' hearts. But while we're on the topic, I am very much in the market for new games. So if you know anyone, if you're looking for a player, I swear I'm not always this ship. No, I am always a ship posty. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
But I promise I am good at both gravity and levity.
That's the fun part is that you're always like this. That's the
Yes, I'm always like this. Like I will in the span of one sentence make a dick joke and then like deliver an emotional monologue. It's possible.
Yeah. It's totally possible.
Ishi, anything cool going on? Any good books you're reading? Any good games?
I was literally about to. I recently read Devil House. It's John Darnielle's third book, and it's super good. Scathing. Oh my god, guys!
Is it horror?
Guys, It's not horror, but some people apparently went in thinking it's horror.
It's called Devil House. I would expect it, but
it's called Devil House. It's about a guy who he stays in a house where some murders happen, but it's kind of like it's kind of an indictment of the true crime genre. It's kind of wild. It's kind of crazy. There's some narrative layers.
Adult Monster House.
I'm obsessed with it. It's everything to me right now. Like he's like, oh my god. Like what the tagline is like what does it mean when you tell a story with real people in it? And I'm like, oh my god, what does it all mean? Like
what does it mean?
You gotta read this guy's books. You
Ishi,
gotta read this book.
I need you to know that I am enamored with the fact that you are reading actual books and I'm sitting here having consumed all of the Avatar books in like 3 days.
Are they good?
We'll talk offline.
Okay.
The Avatar, The Last Airbender, or Avatar,
no,
The Blue
Avatar
People?
is a Court of Thorn and Roses.
Yeah.
I see.
It like in a very short summary, because I did just like plow through all of them in like 3 days, all like 4 of them. It is what Twilight wished it could have been.
I've heard very mixed reviews about it.
It is what Twilight wished it could have been in a fantasy setting. It is Twilight if what?
Oh, is he a vampire?
No, they're like
No.
Fae, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it's set in the Fae
Iron
realms.
Fae, right?
The what?
The Iron Fae?
No.
You might like
Okay,
it.
what
High
is it?
Fae.
A Court of
A Court of Thorns and Roses.
All right.
It is.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. The
Yeah,
Sarah
yeah.
J. Maas
Yeah.
ones. Okay.
Imagine
I've read them,
if Twilight had been. Imagine if in Twilight, like one of them had sucked and one of them had actually been like really fucking nice and good, instead of them both just being absolute assholes. And also fantasy and fae, and we all know I have a weakness for pointed ears.
All right.
So like I'm biased.
Bye.
And also, if you read this and you are, if you read this and you're not straight, if you read this and you are pan, you will have a very bad time because, like me, you will end up wanting to date all of them.
I've heard.
Every
I'm about to check
single.
this out. All right. See what
We
this
will
is.
talk offline because that shit left me a
Thirsty?
puddle.
So we
a
got a book
puddle.
about thirst and a book about true crime
A commentary about true
Come.
crime.
And narrative itself.
and narrative itself.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking before I
explode.
I got very emotional about it, and there's a dynamic that a lot of like book talk is aware of.
Yeah,
Like
I'm aware of that.
yeah, like people universally hate this one character, and when I read the first book, I didn't understand because I was like, this character is a huge sweetie, and then like 3 chapters into the second book, I was like, oh fuck him.
Oh, that's why they hate them.
Oh, I see. He can jump off a cliff, please.
Nice. As for me, I have been streaming on my personal Twitch channel, and it's fine. I have been on a Final Fantasy kick because Final Fantasy everything has been coming out. I don't know if anyone watched the Final Fantasy anniversary presentation. There's 4 Final Fantasy games in the works, or Final Fantasy 7 games that are in the works. There's the
They're
second
all
part.
Final Fantasy VII games?
They're all related to Final Fantasy VII. There is the second part of the remake. There's like a couple mobile games. There is Crisis Core remake, And
Yeah.
there's like another one, but like it's just like there are 4 Final Fantasy 7 games that they are making right now. It's crazy. So I just got Final Fantasy 7 Intergrade, which is like the extended of the remake version on PC. So I'll probably be streaming that at some point. I also got a drawing tablet, so I can make
Yeah.
art stuff.
We have to draw together now.
I'm not very good at art, but I'm going to learn, and I also
It is
just
fun
like
to learn.
yeah, and I've also just been getting like digital coloring books because that's fun, just coloring things in because that's easy. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming stuff like that, just cozy things, all the cozy games as well. So yeah, Stray comes out next month, where you play a stray cat in a cyberpunk city.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Ooh.
that.
Yes,
I've been waiting for that for so long.
It comes out next month. I'm so excited. But yeah, that is it for me. Thank you all for hanging out with us, and we shall see you all again soon. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.